Mic check 1. Mic check 2. All right, the lag is on. Aaron Hara, April Erfman versus Justin Rekemeyer and Troy Michlitsch. Michlitsch? All righty. You're still muted over there, Tone, whenever you're ready.
We're live, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Flag is on.
Final
Flag is
four. Let's go.
Let's
Everyone
go.
in the money now. Do they relax up, Gino, or do they freewheel now? Because they got a guaranteed like 4K, just under 4K.
Dude, I was just thinking about that. Like the match before this, obviously, so much at stake.
This is the biggest jump, though. You know that, right?
And now it's like you can hear.
Guaranteed. I believe second place is guaranteed. I believe just over $10,000. You're not guaranteed. You're guaranteed a shot at third place if you lose. So you're only guaranteed. Everyone's guaranteed about $3,700 right now.
My gosh.
The winner of this is guaranteed just north of 10K. So this is the biggest match of Friday Fight Nights, the semifinal matches. It's the biggest jump in pay. And it also gives, you know, obviously the winning team has a shot at winning the $15,000 or whatever that is. So,
yeah,
a lot on the line here.
Yeah, for sure.
And the title. You got to remember, they're playing for a title. You lose kind of the track of the money. You're playing to win, you know. You're playing to win a title.
The prestige.
And it's fun to perform. We all got to, you know, don't ever forget it's the most fun when you're playing well.
100%.
When you're playing well pool and you're playing it in a high stakes match and you're playing well and you feel comfortable, there's nothing better. Nothing better than that. All right, solid's wide open. Is this this needs to squirt out a little bit. That 7 ball might have got funny, G.
Yeah.
Because the shot they have to shoot now is the 5 ball, and you probably want to play shape on the 3 ball right now. Maybe drift down to play the 3 in the side. I know you can play the 1 in the side, play the 3 up in the left. You got some options there, but what are you gonna do to get on the 7 ball? You're in a real tough spot here. The 7 don't go to any corner pocket. Right. After you move the 5 and the 7 goes into that right side, what are you doing?
Yeah, that 7 is definitely the problem ball for solids right now. Oh, okay. She was trying to get over for that 3.
Okay, little early hiccup here. Let's see. This team, both these teams are here for a reason.
100%.
They beat all their opponents. They both teams play real well. We talk about these situations all the time. Table's wide open. You pretty much have ball in hand right now on the 13. You start your run out and you get out and you know these are how you win these matches right here.
That 9 does go clean to the corner, yeah. So yeah, I think will that 11 and 12 be a factor? I think that would be.
I think the 9 ball if the 9 ball goes in that corner, then I think they're good to go. If it doesn't, it could definitely end up being a little problem there. They're going to have to do something.
First look at tracksuit Troy here.
Here we got a little action on the stream.
Love it.
Tyler Depew got his Bud Lights in action tonight. Bud Light free Friday night Bud Light free roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta wait for the next.
Amo's in like another hemisphere. He's watching. He's in Brazil or Argentina.
This guy.
Cisco. That's his boy Justin out there. Jacob Casados.
What's up, Jacob? Okay, calling a team timeout.
If that 9 doesn't go, they got work. They got work to do. Believe me. You know, you play shape on. You know, you're probably gonna have to play this 14 ball next if the 9 doesn't go. Oh, it looks like it goes there, doesn't it?
Looks like it.
When I get up and look at the table, it looks like it don't have it, but a half a pocket maybe. I guess if you fell right in the gap on the 9-7, you could shoot the 11.
I could see why Troy just wants to talk about it because this natural shape could end up in a bad spot. Got some blockers.
We got one match tonight. This is the winner goes to the championship, and then next Friday night will be the other semifinal match between John Amo and Peaches versus the G-Town Greeley team, Martin and Greg.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, G-Town in the Final Four for the first time. Watch out. This is not ideal.
This is the area that I think would be
like. There might be a rail first here on the 14. The 14's deep, though. How many times you shoot this and you try to go rail first and you'd miss the whole ball?
Yeah, and that cue ball has a chance to just spin around the table.
I might take a look at the 11 and see if I can slide the 11 and make that 14 underneath the 15. But you're taking the 11 out of play there. The 7 ball now has a corner pocket.
Good point.
And the 11, if the 11 clips the 15 pretty much at all, you're not going to. Yeah, it ain't going in. Looks like he was lining up for maybe a safe there, kind of following the cue ball down to the end rail. I don't see that though. Hey, did you catch any of that match on Wednesday night? Or were you sweating that match? Did you see it? The Team PIAZZAS played Team Felt. Gino, did you see any of that?
No kidding. What are those two teams doing playing against each other?
I don't know.
Man, that was fun.
That was so much fun. I had to put it in there. We had to talk a little bit about it.
Oh,
We'll talk a little bit more about it, too. Rail first.
Oh,
What did I say?
it's deep.
What did I say? He's got to get a rail here.
Did it? Did it? Oh, it did hit the.
No rail.
And now the 7 ball can be addressed.
I was just about to say, if he misses the 14 and he goes and shoots the rail first, he's going to hit the 15. So I didn't think there was any way he was going to. I just didn't think there was any way they'd follow there because I knew he would hit the 15, but he didn't hit it hard enough and no rail, and you have to take the 7 here. This is to me, Gino, this is a must-win game. Right now, this has become a must-win game. It's 0-0, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a must-win game.
When the table's out there like that,
And you got ball in hand, and you're playing an opponent that can bite you at any time, and maybe break and run one, and run one off your miss, maybe break and run 2.
We've seen it.
Yep, we sure have. This is you don't want to get doubled up on the 1. Where's he playing shape here?
He's going between them.
I don't know about that, but he did come up okay. You're jacked up on the 3. If you want to back cut that, you almost have to take the 1 here.
You just send him down a little bit for the 5.
I think I would have played it so I would have played the 5 in the corner. I think that's the position I would have played because look, if you roll up on the 5 straight in the corner, what else do you got? That 1 in the upper corner, dude. You got 2 options. Just a little.
Oh, like if you're not as good as you want on the 5, you've always had the 1 there as the second option. Yeah, great point.
Like right here.
Right.
Like roll that to right here, Gino. Anywhere in there, you have the 1. The 1 was here.
Yeah.
So now I got the 5 or the 1. He kind of got into no man's land. So this is a big mistake right here, Gino. They had ball in hand right here, and they got 1 ball.
Looks like Troy's faced with another tough situation.
If you're the other team right now, these guys, let's say you're playing and they mess up ball in hand, does that just give you a ton of confidence?
That's salivating now. Yeah, absolutely.
You're like, man, they didn't get out. We just made a huge mistake. We gave them ball in hand, and they didn't get out.
And we didn't think we'd be back at the table.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, these internal, not alarms, but these internal signals start sending. You're like, dude, let's get them.
Yeah.
Like, let's get them right now. I mean, they didn't get out. Let's take advantage of this. Rack 1, you know how huge rack 1 is.
Gosh.
It's huge.
Break the seal.
It's not as important as, the finishing game, but it's damn close. Gets you started.
100%.
Good vibes, good. You're thinking good thoughts.
Yeah, you get a fist bump in there. Let's
And
go.
yeah,
like it's
and the other team, still got a goose on the scoreboard.
and had a chance.
2 chances.
Right.
I thought they could have ran out there with the ball in hand. I mean, off the break too, but the ball in hand for sure. You got to run out there. That's right. It's early. That's why it is still real early. Look at this. This is going to be steep on the 11, doubled up on the 12. You got traffic. He's going to have to spin the cue ball, I believe, and go towards the 12 and 15. You do not want to risk going straight up and trying to play high here, I don't think. If you miss the 1, you could be hooked on the 1. If you get to the left side of the 1, you can see that you're going to have an awkward combination.
Are you ever going like bottom right, like just 2 rail towards the 1, or is that kind of a risky move?
If I know exactly where my rock's going, yeah, and I think I could probably take it inside the 1, then speed. What if you split the 1 and the 5 and it gets hooked over there? I like taking this with top left here and coming right in between them. Even bumping the 12's good. I like shooting this cue ball right here. If I skinny the 12 on this side, there's a lot of good things that can happen.
Look like he has that inside going.
Well, he's going to be in trouble here.
Oh no!
So the reason it didn't take really, he overcut that ball, and he didn't have max left. You got to have that. You got to have that shot, G, where you can put the max on it.
Just 9 o'clock.
Once it hits that rail, it's spinning, dude. It's lengthening out. Like I could have hit the 15 ball with the cue ball there, I think.
Yeah, when it's spinning at the equator, right in the middle of the ball, that's if it's spinning that way, it's max grab.
Well, both teams showing some chinks in the armor.
Yeah, it's nervy out there. I have to definitely acknowledge that.
Look at this. He was trying to go behind the 12, Gino.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, but gives Aaron a clean look at that 5.
Are you going to shoot at this ball? Are you going to go shoot at this ball? Or are you going to go off the 3 and put him down behind the 8 over there?
I like your option better because that 5's going towards...
The 1 is huge right here. Just the only thing about this is you just got to make sure there's that. It's just a weird kind of thing because you could scratch. I like it. Actually, I like him going off the 5. Oh, he's going to play the 5. 2-way shot. I like this.
Yeah.
2-way.
Nice and easy, it looks like.
I hit it too easy and he hit too full. And he gave a shot.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah, that 12.
Everyone's tight right now and nervous. I guarantee you that.
Can't blame him.
Got to shake it off.
Yep.
Breathe it out. Namone, what's up, Namone? Oh, captain, my captain. My co-captain.
Let's go.
Namone. What do you think about that last shot, Namone? He should have freed up that back arm a little. He shot it real tight, Gino. I mean, look where the cue ball is. You're supposed to play shape on the 3 in the side there, right? So look how tight that cue ball. I mean, this arm was real tight there. And
That's
there
a
it
nice
is.
shot.
There it is. You give these guys 3 chances right there.
Yeah.
On the 3rd chance, they got you.
Yeah. You get an open table, and Justin and Troy 3 shots at the table. I'll take that action all day. Like they're getting out.
Wow. Ball in hand and pretty much a free shot, I'll call it.
Yeah.
They had a free shot there.
Yeah.
And look at this. Look at this.
Wow, a lot of zing on
Yeah,
that.
well,
That
some
right.
funny things going on. JB.
What's up, JB?
I don't know if you guys tuned in on Wednesday night, but JB, James Beckmeyer, and GK, Greg Kingsbury,
Man,
lit it up.
they were so good.
Like the 2 oldest pair of shoes you got in the closet that you love putting on because they just fit so good, so comfortable.
Clutch.
There it is. Okay, 1-0.
1-0.
We'll see if this game, both these teams tighten up a little bit here.
Man, you're right, though. That first rack can be... Oof.
You got to have the mentality. You can never get into a mindset where you want something to end. You don't want to be like, man, I just want to end this rack. No, you don't. You want to win this rack. You need to focus. You need to find out what's going on internally right away. Especially in these big matches, or if league night's a big match for you, you got to figure it out. You got to figure out something internally and calm your ass down and focus and make sure your arm feels like it's attached to your shoulder and to your hands and everything, dude, because we've all been there. Oh, and shit starts falling off.
Oh, yeah.
And the wheels and the spokes and the steering. I mean, you got to put it back together real quick, and it's doable, too. Just breathe it out. I mean, that's why the preparation. You can prepare all you want, and all of a sudden your mind just goes crazy on you. You got to learn how to calm it down.
Greatest tool, greatest enemy is your mind. And was that dry? Big splash.
Didn't seem dry, is it? It is. Damn.
Wow.
Here we go.
Okay. An opportunity for Aaron and April to get in a groove.
Run it out, Gino.
Well, tough opener.
Yeah, you got a guaranteed make on the 3 ball.
Yeah. With the 3-ball combo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you got your 1 possibly in jail.
If you wanted to, could you start with the 1?
Okay.
Just looking at the 7 as my next.
Oh, that was a pretty nice shot for an opener. I think he got a little unlucky in terms of the 3-ball.
It's not the end of the world because they do. I mean, that 3-ball takes away 3 stripes there. But you don't really have a shot. And And if you kind of duck here, let's say you duck behind the 2, their next shot is going to be 10, make the 3, and put you behind the 12. I mean, just going forward here on the next move. But she can go rail first. So I want to draw here. I want to draw and come into the back of the 15. I would hit rail, draw, drag, draw the cue ball up the rail into the 15 with some speed, opening up that pocket.
Yeah.
Because it was there. I didn't know if she could see the rail first. But so you shoot it with draw right there, and it drags it up and takes the 15 out of play.
Could have even had the 15 push the 7 in front of the side.
Sure.
What's up, Messias? Mike Brown, yes. The rematch is a go. It's going to be Team Bear Down.
Tyler DePew, JB and GK, probably the best duo on the stream in the history of the stream.
Love it.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
No, they were.
I ain't going to sit here and disagree with that.
It was so good.
Dude, I was rolling.
There's so many. Yeah.
This shot right here is harder than a woodpecker's lips. I don't know if you guys got that one, but I had to rewind it 3 times so I could laugh again and then laugh again and then laugh again.
So good. So good.
Chris, my man, hope things are well down in the sunny San Diego, brother. Mike Browns, did you answer that question?
Yeah, the rematch is on.
Guaranteed. All right, bear down here, April. Good
Look
shot.
at this shot, April.
Good
What
shot.
A clutch shot.
Okay.
Good decision to deal with that 7.
He can hold the 5 here. It's got a good solid line on the 6.
Mm-hmm.
5's not going to go much. You want to make a good connection here. You don't want to cut the 6 in a weird way where the 5 comes up, because you want to control the 5 here. Play the cue ball up by the spot, because you want to be able to get shape on that 2. So just nice and easy.
Right.
Full hit on the 6. 5 ball should just replace it. Maybe creep down to the hole just a little bit. You don't want to cut it though. So you go look at how to hit it full. He did. And he went down for the 2 here. Beautiful. It's going a little far though. Uh-oh. And he's hooked on the 5.
California Chris. That's their new nickname, dude.
So he aggressively went after the 2 ball there.
Yeah,
I don't think he had any intention of playing the 5 next.
Yeah, I like that because he saw the 8 ball where it was.
Just overcooked it. I guess I don't disagree with trying to play a 2-way there, or play on both.
Right.
He just overhit it. I mean, you get to the middle of the table there. He did have to get past the spot to get past the 14. I was more concerned of leaving the 5 for the next shot, just keeping the 5 there, and then using the 5 to get to the 2. But now that I think it was a good shot to go after the 2 right there and maybe land on both.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely a strong look. April's looking at the bank. Yeah, back cut. Probably not as comfortable. What's up, Gage? Gage Rage.
Gage says, let's go, Aaron and April. Bank shot.
Bear down. Oh.
Long. She hit it long. Take the pocket.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, yep. 15 goes past.
15 goes off the 2. So you can move that too. Mm-hmm. You just overcut it right here with pretty much a lot of freedom here. You cannot.
Yeah, it's the first thing Troy's looking at.
You can play it rail first. Probably not from this angle. I wouldn't try it from this angle. It's too thin of a hit. But if you get more flat on the 15, shooting it into the rail off the 2, I wouldn't try going rail first here from this steep.
So just more of like an overcut?
Yeah, I like the overcut. I like the overcut. And you don't have to shoot it now. You can go to work here.
Right.
Might even see the shot where they play the 10 into the 2 and put them behind the 12. I don't like that though. Give them an opportunity at a 2-rail kick or something. But that's, I think, tell you what, you shoot a stop shot here, trying to get cute and trying to put them on the back of the 12, and the cue ball stops right there and give them some look at the 5. You roll forward, and there's a possible gap there.
Yeah.
So it's tricky. I'm not even going to mess with that. I like it. That 15 is just opens the pocket wide open. I shoot the 9 here. I'm going to shoot the 13, leave the 9. 9's a great ball for insurance. Shoot the 13, come up 2 rails on the 15. Then shoot this 15 off the deuce.
Get a flatter look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he shooting the 12 ball?
Wow.
Dang.
Found half the pocket.
Well, now they're going to have to play this. I believe they're going to have to play this 10 coming off the 15, maybe. You know, off shape off the 15. I didn't like moving that ball right there. That was weird. That was a weird play to me, Gino. Taking the 12 right there.
Yeah, I think Troy had the opportunity to start with the 15, and that would have made things maybe a little easier if they got that 2 out of the way.
I don't mind him not shooting that because it was a real skinny hit. And,
Yeah.
And it's, you know, your brain just don't work, overcut this ball down the rail. Like,
Right.
It's just not natural.
No.
If he would have gone 2 rails off that 13 ball, though, and got flat on that 15 ball, easy peasy. You're going a little bit of rail first, or you can shoot it fat off the 2 all day, and boom, you're wide open. You got the 9 hanging in the side. Those 2 balls are now sitting right next to that pocket.
They can still do that here with the 13, yeah?
Yes, they can. But now, I mean, you can play short side shape on this 10 now, if you have to too. But yeah, you can shoot the 15 off the 2 still.
Yep, looks like that's what he's lining up as a flat shot on the 15, using the 13 and 2 rails. Oh, no.
He's drawing back. We're going to watch that side pocket, Gino.
Stun across.
Watch that side pocket. Oh, he just hit it. Oh, he got funny. He might have to take the 9 now. Because here's another, like, you know, steep angle on the 15 where now you got to overcut it again. Now you're in the back in that spot. We were talking about getting flat on the 15. So you got a full ball hit, a lot more control, a lot more accuracy on a shot like that where you're taking it off another ball. So he's going to have to shoot the 9 here. Maybe he tried. Does he ever? I don't think.
Yep, he's calling the 15.
Calling the 15. Okay.
Right.
It's doable.
Yeah.
I just would like a little better look. Because if he tries to go the fat way, he can double click this too. And he hit it good.
Oh, but did it get out of the way?
You got it. It did.
I think it's blocked still.
You think the 10 ball, the 2 and the 10?
I don't think the 10 goes. I think Troy would already be down at it.
See that I thought it went too.
It goes, yeah.
Let's just say the 2 did tie up. That would never happen if you got a full ball hit on the 15 because you're going. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yep,
the 2's leaving, but he got there.
Nice shot.
This is this is not ideal.
That point, yeah, that point's
This isn't ideal to play shape on the 11. You got to hit this real skinny. Yeah, that's.
Ooh.
You got to spin this or hit it skinny. And this is not ideal. This is tricky. I wouldn't be surprised if he shoots the 11 first.
Yeah, just locked up on that point. Dead center of the 9 ball.
Okay. He could end up near the same spot here. But overcut it.
Oh.
Oh, you don't think. Look at this.
Whoa.
Okay. Huge opportunity here. We got to tie this up, Gino. Everyone's shaky right now. I'm just gonna, if you're my partner, I'm gonna be like, come on, man, let's go now. Let's go. We can't, let's go.
Lock this
We've
one
had
in.
we've had plenty of opportunities. Let's settle down, and especially Aaron and April have been here before,
Yeah.
and I believe they have that experience where they can buckle down here and just maybe take a little more time.
Aaron leaves a good angle here.
I'm just going nice and easy, follow with the right spin here, and I'm going to take it just a nice smooth stroke. I'm not going to try to get perfect. I just want him to have a good sight on the 8 in the upper left. Never playing for a half pocket on the 11 ball. Just all day, you're just trying to put the cue ball right anywhere in here. Get in that circle. Get in the circle. Yeah, it's touching. Let's go.
Count it.
No,
Nice
that's
shot.
good. Yep.
Good shot.
Yep. You got to have your partner make this now. Let's tie it up at 1-1. There it is.
There it is.
1-1.
What an important rack that was. Break the seal.
A lot
Aaron
more
shows a
important than
little
you
fist
think.
bump. Oh, yeah.
A lot more important than you think. I know it's early in the match, but someone has to take charge of these wide open racks. Which team does it first, maybe? Which team locks them up when they run out of options and gets that ball in hand first? I think the team that kind of grabs control of the table, kind of like that, definitely an advantage.
Yeah, versus just having extra innings because balls were missed. Controlling the narrative and saying, I'm pushing for extra innings because I am locking you up or doing
Yes,
something like that.
absolutely.
Oh, another dry one.
I'll tell you what, we played a match on Tuesday night here, and I was having a real hard time breaking and making a ball. And I went from both the sides on this table, and I broke dry from the left, and the side he just broke from, I broke dry and scratched. It was just double worse. But it was breaking tough, I thought. Did you play on this table? You had matches on both, right? Do you remember? Do you remember?
I had more breaks on table 2, and it was doing, and the ball was dropping here and there, not too bad. But I've heard that about table 1, breaking tough. What kind of adjustments are you making? You're switching sides. Are you ever going like head ball or just trying to?
I will. I mean, I'm stubborn too, though. I mean, I hit the ball pretty good on the side, and I stay with it even when I don't make a ball.
I'm gonna make this work. What's up, Kay?
Kaylee, what up?
Red Menace, what's up, Maria?
What? Maria Finley.
All right, what's the word of the day?
I haven't got it yet today.
Okay.
I was a little late on a couple days too.
Okay.
Sorry, Maria. Had some family issues going on. I was going to talk to you about it, but I just decided to not talk about it. Anyway, I've been having fun with Maria and the words of the day and putting them in a sentence. I feel like I'm
So
back.
cool.
I feel like I'm smarter. I do. I do. Maria made me smarter, and that's hard. That's hard to do. That's really hard to do.
This guy. Amo, I didn't. Yep, that's another thing too in Scotch is just switch up who's breaking. So I put peach into bat dry. Okay.
That's a good move, though. Like if you're not,
Absolutely.
dude,
Switch
go
it
ahead
up.
and break.
Yeah.
But he said Peach dry braked it too. Marie, you got my word right now? Yes, I want it.
Oh,
I want it.
stream. We all get it.
Yeah, everyone gets it. All right, stripes look good here, G.
Yeah, we had the opening shot.
Oh, this
missed.
10 ball. I know you're on the 14. You can. It's pretty much the same angle. You have a little angle here on the 10, but I think if you're straight in and you shoot a stop shot, you got this pretty much the exact same angle on the 14. But it looks like she's going to go forward and across, which I like to try to get closer to this. I was hoping she came across and tried to play shape on the 14. Yeah,
Back to the 14.
on that. Yeah, because you got the 13 there, right?
What's up, Vega? Yeah, Depew, same. Still on consecrating. Consecrating Bud Lights.
Tower Depew, when are you down at the on open mic night at the comedy club, bro? I could totally see that guy with a Bud Light in his hand and just cracking us up.
Yeah.
I swear.
Yeah, a bucket on the stool behind him.
Yeah. He's got his own, you know,
I'd pay to see it.
Tower Depew demeanor. I think he could be a real pro out there on the mic. Look at this.
Look at that shot.
Beautiful.
What a shot.
Okay, though. A lot of traffic here now to get back down table, Gino. Lot of traffic.
Yeah.
It might be a high ball natural to come just between. It's going to probably hit between the pocket and the first diamond, but it's coming tight. You got the 8. You got this. If you hit the bottom of the 7, you could be in big trouble. Yeah. If you hit the 8 square, because it looks like the 9 and the 15. 9's doubled up on the 15, so you can't cut the 9 in the corner.
Yeah, and the propensity is to hit outside on this, and that could also help throw it into the 7.
And she's got a little bit of body position problems here. She hit it too full.
Yeah.
So I was going to say right before she shot that, you know, see if you can get your body in the right position to power draw out of that with a bunch of draw left. Swing it. Probably swing it over to the middle diamond there, and then all that left will take you all the way down to that top left corner. Because I feel like that was the gap you had to hit there, was between the 7-5 somehow.
Right.
And I think all that drop. But she was in a real difficult body position type. Right. She was already stretched out. Lefty would have had no problem with that.
Right.
If you're a lefty there, you're stealing the money. I mean, you're just stealing. It's, you know.
Stretched out and then trying to jack your stick up, potentially.
Disputatious.
Oh, gosh.
You don't know it?
No.
Thank you. Oh, my God. I thought whatever you put up, Maria, my man next to me would be like, let's see how stupid TP is here.
No, disputatious.
Disputatious.
Is it something that is like causes disputes?
I'm very disputatious then. TP is very, if that's the definition, then we can definitely just say that I'm disputatious. But I don't know if you're right there. Yeah. Are you?
No, I just took the first part of the word.
There you go.
What's up, Mary?
There, you were right though. It's who often argues or disagrees with others.
So it's a more
TP
formal
is very
word.
disputatious.
Yeah, instead of just saying you're an a-hole, Tony, you're being kind of disputatious right now.
Go F yourself, Chino. Don't talk to me like that.
Oh. The disputatious continues.
Oh, boy. Tower Depew. Aaron Thrower, he said he's coming to win it.
Oh, let's go.
1050. Everyone out there, please come to the 1050. X marks the spot. We have a bounty. He just put a bounty on himself. Tower Depew is offering any team that beats his team $100. Is that what that says? I don't have my glasses on. What does that say? I thought it said like $10.50. Oh, I can't read it. But if you beat Tower's team tomorrow, he's paying money. So that's even a little bonus team to go after tomorrow.
I love it. Yeah, I got to restock up on the BLs.
The Masters will be on every TV in the bar, Mr. Depew. Every TV. I got up at 6:30 this morning to watch my man tee off.
Who's your guy?
Rory, dude.
Oh, he is.
He is. Listen, I've never been a Rory guy when Tiger was around and whatever. And he's always been a great kid, though, when he was growing up. And he is just, he's my favorite now. He didn't go to live.
Right.
He did a couple of things. And he's playing good, and he drives the ball, and he speaks his mind.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to take a stance on certain things he disagrees with.
Liv was a good example.
And he's got piles and piles and piles of talent, and it's fun to watch him.
Yeah. Good ambassador of the sport. Hey, a couple of rattles, but they go down.
This is not ideal. He's got a little angle, though. I don't think he can stun up above the 1. Might have to take his medicine here. I think if I'm going to play position on a ball, I'm probably going to go forward here. I think I can probably get up by the spot here from that angle on with the top left.
What's up, Bobby?
You can grease this in real hard and with just a dead middle ball, too, and try to take it straight up, but you got to grease it. like that times 20
Yeah.
power. Now,
Yeah.
this is nothing easy about this now. If you want to elevate and jack up on this 5 so you get some draw on it, your accuracy, have a nice day. If you want to roll forward and take the easy shot, you're going to go into the 9. I'm going to look and see if this 9 ball don't go in the corner, Gino, I'm doing something off the 1 ball. I'm coming off the 1. If the 9 ball doesn't go in the right corner, I got a lot of zone up here where I can mess with and have them shoot this real off-angled combo. I have no problem with that. I think I can get behind the 8 ball here off the 1.
Watch the overcut. Oh my gosh, drills.
Might be the first fire. That was a pretty damn good shot.
And stuns it across.
Can we look and see if that 9 goes by the 15?
Yeah.
Oofda. I don't think it does.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe he had a little freedom in that shot if he got his cue ball middle table, because that is a real tough combo, Gino. I mean,
I wouldn't want that.
I'd let you shoot it from a lot of places on the table and gamble with you.
Yeah, especially at distance.
Okay. 1 ball, 8 ball for a 2-1 lead.
Nice shot.
Eight ball side pocket, 2-1 lead.
Justin at the table.
Yeah, I watched that whole round yesterday too, Tyler. He did not make one bad swing until he didn't even make a swing. It was a chip on 15. He went over the green in the par 5 and 2, chipped it, rolled all the way in the water. He was on dead tilt. Made a double bogey on 17.
Oops, let me fix the scoreboard here.
And today had the best round of the day. I was loving it today. He played flawless today. I think he can win still. He just seems to be ready for the challenge to the Grand Slam. It's been, how the media puts pressure on every athlete out there in the world when they're doing well. I mean, they can't wait to oh my God, this guy's, a hitting streak or, you can't really interview a guy during the middle of a game. So a pitcher, he's throwing no hitter, that's different. But a guy like a 30-game hitting streak, dude, you have 18 media before each game reminding you how are you going to get a hit? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this? And blocking all that shit out. That's kind of what we got to do in this game right here all the time.
Absolutely.
But it's our own critic. It's our own guy interviewing us in our own head. It's
Well
really
put.
crazy.
Well put. And you find the toughest questions to ask yourself sometimes.
Yeah. Scratch it.
Oh, gosh. Forward English grabbed and went into the side pocket. Got a little bit of clutch on the right side. Well, especially in golf, when you get you make the cut. First of all, to make the cut, and you're talking about the top, X amount of players in the world.
Dude, you want to know the craziest sporting stat in the history of all sports?
What's that?
It might be. It's definitely in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
It's definitely in the top 10 of any stat in the history of the world since the beginning of sport.
What's
you know what that is?
No.
It's Tiger Woods missed his cut streak, making the cut. It is the most psycho crazy one of the that no one ever talks about. How many cuts that Tiger made in a row?
Wow.
It is retarded. How many?
Wow.
How he dominated. You forget about how he dominated, and we know he won all these tournaments, but he made the cut every single tournament
Against a ton of people who
I
are
know
trying to do the same thing.
Tower DePuy can look that up for me. It is ridiculous. The guy, the leading guy on tour right now, is probably he's made the cut. I'd maybe throw something in the 20s, maybe. Some guy who's made 20 cuts in a row. Tiger did it for like 4 or 5 years.
That's
6, 7 years in a row.
Oh, a rattle on the 11. That is tough.
Was that ball in hand?
Yeah, in the kitchen, yeah.
Bernhard Langer missed the cut today at 67 years old.
Oh,
Freddie,
wow.
they each missed it by 1. Who's bigger, Cal Ripken or Tiger Woods streak? That's another one. That's another one that needs to go down.
Iron Man.
The Iron Man. It's close, dude. if you look at everyone else's and how close they came, it's going to be equivalent. It's that dominating of a streak. But that's a great question.
Yeah, that's actually a good example. Cal Ripken.
Dude, I got to play pool with Cal Ripken.
What?
Yeah, baby. What? I got pictures too, so don't even say, "Oh yeah, sure you did, TP." Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah,
I'll show you. I was at the Kirby Puckett. My aunt worked for WCCO Radio, which is a sporting radio in Minneapolis, and I think I was 19 or I can't remember. She got me in the Kirby Puckett Howard Foundation pool tournament, and it was like 10 Major League Baseball players there, and Cal was one of them.
no way. And so Kirby was there too, and
Yep, I got to play. It was Scotch triples, so two people that because it was for charity or whatever, the Hart Foundation for Kirby, and you bought tickets were pretty juicy. I don't know. Anyway, two citizens got to play with a professional baseball player in Scotch triples format.
how cool is that?
And dude, first and second place at the end of it for the citizens or the people that were paying to play in it was an 8-foot gold, 2 8-foot gold crowns Brunswicks.
Oh, geez.
I got third place. Kirby Puckett missed the damn 8 ball. He got, I swear to you, his family's over there. We're straight in on the 8. Kirby comes to the plate. Because it was after the 91 or was it, anyway, we just won the World Series or something like this. And he's all, Kirby was Kirby. And, dude, he shot it right in the rail. And I was like, no, I hope that doesn't F my chances for the Brunswick pool table. And it sure did. I ended up getting $600 of fishing tackle for third. And I know I live in Minnesota, and I'm not a big fisherman, so I wasn't too excited.
Kirby Puckett, if I had to guess, does he hit everything break speed, just trying to knock it over the fence?
Talks a lot, dude.
Oh, I love it.
He talked a lot. He loved talking.
That's so cool.
I got pictures of that whole tournament. I'm going to bust them out sometime.
Who was the best
I got to play with Joe Carter.
Oh, wow.
I got to play with Cal Ripken, Eddie Murray,
Wow.
Harold Reynolds,
Jeez Louise.
Chuck Knobloch,
Oh, I remember Knobloch.
Chili Davis.
Was Knobloch a twin?
Yeah.
Before
Yeah, he was a rookie
Yankee?
when we won the World Series in '91.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Who was the major leaguer that had the best pull game?
Out of all those guys,
Mm-hmm.
probably Cal Ripken.
Mm.
Probably Cal. There wasn't a pool player in the bunch of them, but how they held the cue and whatever. They were all competitive too.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, come on, you don't get to that
Yeah.
level.
First base coach of the Twins was there, Wayne Terwilliger. He was one of the guys.
PJ Henson says, "Hey Tony, if I can get a team out of our little room in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, I think maybe that means."
Yeah, if you're going to load up a team, PJ, just let me know because we're going to probably match you up. We're going to probably try to match up Fargo's to make it equivalent. But that sounds amazing. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, good long strong list of Piazza players here. Oh, look at that
nice shot
with the breakout.
That's okay. The 2's there to get on the one, off the 1 there.
Right.
Boy, it'd be much better to be on the end rail there, to have the back cut on the 2 to get into the 14-1. I might even, if I can see the 6 ball right here, I don't like going at it like this. I do not like going after the 1 here. You got to hit too full of a shot, and if you hit it too hard, it spins out. Did not like that angle at all.
The crystal ball.
Going forward through a whole ball to a rail and coming off.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's just, it doesn't have the same energy as coming off an angle.
Because, like you said, you're hitting it real full.
And if you think you got to hit it hard right there, and guess what happens if you do hit it? The cue ball hits the rail and spins out before it releases.
Yeah, it's still spinning forward.
And you lose some energy. Yeah. I mean, if it was a thinner cut,
Almost.
the 14's tied up.
Yeah, almost a good recovery shot there by April.
I'll tell you what, there's no favorite in this so far.
Nah, when you get into the Final Four.
I won this match. I mean, they've both had. This could be 3-0 or 2-1 the other way.
Sure.
I always keep track of, if we're getting dominated here or not. But this is a lot of open innings with open tables. I just don't think he should have shot the 2 there, Aaron. would have came off a ball and tried to play better position on it. Like that 2 ball all day. Yeah. Like if you could have came down here first, then used the 6 and got the cue ball right here, the 2's here, that's the one we go after this ball.
Right. A little more natural stun.
Yeah. Or just a better angle. I just thought the angle sucked.
Oh.
Okay, so
You're going for the breakout, so good look there.
here we go. This has got to be 2-2, Gino. 1 ball. I'm going 1. I mean, I'm going 1. The 5 goes, okay.
It's the border 1 bar on the border of West Virginia. Gotcha. Thanks for tuning in from the other state. And yeah, there's a long list of Piazza folks.
I know PJ.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a long list.
It's been a long time though. I mean, we have to refresh if we've played. I mean, I know we know each other, but it's been a long time.
South Dakota in the house.
Diva was sweating the match the other day.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
I think she was rooting for Team PIAZZAS.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
Cisco.
Oh, he's calling it. It's going to be a runaway, he's saying.
Oh, I don't like rolling that ball at all. I'm never rolling that ball. He got there, but I mean, you got to stop the cue ball there and what? That's too close to my work there.
I think he wanted to maybe address the 7, I guess.
She's just got to get to the middle of the table.
Yeah, she went forward.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a little difficult. It's a little different here. I mean, you don't have to. If you don't like this 6 ball coming across, you can shoot the 1. You can also shoot the 3.
Yeah.
To get back.
To get better, right.
Back flatter on the 6. Or I mean, the 1 doesn't go in the top right, but the way that this match has been going, this is not easy. This match, you got to buckle down here. I'm going to shoot the 1. I'm going to shoot the 1. I'm going to put a little check on it. I know, whatever, how I'm feeling, but I just feel like I shoot the 6, I can get hooked. There's no way to get hooked on the 1. I got the 3 and the 6. I'm shooting the 1.
All right, looks like he's going to come across using the 6 to get to the 1. Looks like he's going to go try to go at the
outside.
14.
He's got some outside on it, too, to hold it. He's rolling it, and he hit it good.
Wow, good shot.
Good shot. Good
Yeah,
shot. Good shot, Aaron.
Yeah, you'll see this guy come with the shots here. Calling a timeout.
Ooh, no way did he just say that. This is a flat ball.
Yeah.
He said draw around the 13 into the 4. Ooh, traffic, no traffic, just high ball right here.
Yeah, I think
that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nicely
Did
done.
you see his cue? I thought he was telling her to go behind the 13, 2 rails, or maybe he said, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
We don't have mic'd up. Maybe that's what he goes. Just don't do this.
Okay.
2-2.
2-2.
This is anyone's game here.
Yeah.
Do you think they're both? Do you think that it's a possibility that they are giving each other a little too much respect and it's messing them up? Do you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a really good point.
Because I heard some, I listen and I have to pay attention on game day. And I thought there was a little chatter going around about some Fargos and this is a really good team and this and I thought it was coming from the certain people. I just thought I thought it was the wrong thing to talk about. I don't think there's certain things I don't ever like talking about when I'm playing a match, and one of them is how good my opponent is. That's the last thing I want to talk about.
I like it.
The only opponent I got is the table and me, dude.
I love it.
Like, what's this guy going to do? Tackle me while I'm shooting? Is he going to hit me upside the side of the head? I got to be careful about that. What do I got to be careful about? You give your opponent too much respect, and it takes away. You got to always remember, you got to be confident in your game as well. And there's a level of respect, of course, we have for everybody.
Yeah.
But when it's an individual sport or a team sport or something, when you're getting down, it's time to beat their ass.
I love it.
It ain't time to talk about how good they are.
That was some disruptitious stuff there, my dude. But you see it, though, right? You get the professional athletes coached up on, hey, leading up to the match, your opponent, and they're kind of like, yep, they always, make sure they don't cross a certain line disrespectfully, and they talk about how, they're a strong player and all this other stuff. But you're right, when it actually comes down to it, especially in the game of pool, I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned from you is just like, I'll just see it switch in your eyes when it's game time, and it's pretty ruthless.
I don't know about that.
In a competitive way. Not that you're going to go knock their block off.
That's what I want to do. Team Piazza had me worried. Diva.
Yeah.
If you had asked us, we were probably similar to that feeling.
9-2 run to win it.
Daryl Salas, the mayor.
What's up, Mayor? Best play I ever lost to was
Table slate. Hell of a player. The table.
was named Table Slate. What a nickname.
He's telling us that the table. The player he lost to was himself at the table. That's what.
What's the word for dense, Maria? Because I didn't get that one at first.
Yeah, that was very not. Yeah, that was nothing to do with disputatious.
No, let's erase that from the stream.
Tyler Depew actually did get tackled, he says, while he was playing pool. Happened in Fargo, North Dakota. Obviously, I think we both spent the night in the clink.
Oh, my gosh.
So you do have to worry about some opponents. You got to think about if they're going to drill you while you're down on the shot. A big shot here. Oh, we got to spank that one. Got to put some heat on that because it's got to hold the line with the throw, you know what I mean? And it's got to travel down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that slowness can also put more throw on that into the rail.
That's a good point, too, James. It's good to be realistic about who you're playing, but don't need to focus on it too hard or you're just sharking yourself. Yeah, 100%.
Well
Anything that takes away from your focus on making a pool ball and playing shape and speed and everything you practice and program into your head and your arm and everything is sharking
Yeah, that's a great point, James.
yourself.
Have you ever had a match where you weren't shocking yourself, but you were just like intimidated?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Hundreds and hundreds of matches.
I love it. Oh,
It took me a long time to get over being just part of the show when I first started going to pro tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just there as like zero. There was never a thought about winning a tournament. It was just being there and being in awe and being nervous and took a long time to get over that.
Doesn't happen overnight.
Way better when you decide to tell yourself you can win. Then you can fight and win.
It's a great message to tell yourself.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've got Justin and Troy picking apart this rack here.
There you go. You're pretty opaque.
Dang it.
After reading one of the stream messages,
Thinking there was a guy named
Eugene
Table Slate out
Min
there.
seemed very opaque.
Your disruptitiousness right now is really getting to me.
Gosh, dang.
I'm just sitting there just trying to picture what a guy named Table Slate looks like. I'm like, how do you write that one?
That's a really cool name. Opaque.
So opaque.
Bust out these words on you when I get mad at you.
All right. Justin's opting for the back cut here to get maybe shape on the side.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's okay. Shoot the 11, swing over for the 10, same corner. And then 12-8.
Yeah. I like that call.
Once again, opportunity for both teams to in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is Troy and Justin's first opportunity at this game, so they're trying to close it out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Any Pittsburgh Steelers fan would be envious of these Nikes he's got on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Peaches.
Peaches.
Get you a pair of those.
Pittsburgh
if you're a
Peaches.
Steelers fan.
Penguin peaches.
Look at this little. Still there. You can just roll this in and bump the 8. This is one of those. Which side of the pocket you hit in the 12 on? You overcut the 12 here. You overcut it in the pocket. You can push the 8 to the rail. If you hit it fat, you want to hit it fat here. You want to push it towards the hole, not towards the 2.
Right.
You might not even be able to make anywhere you make the 12. I see it. I see a spot where you can overcut it a little bit, and then the cue ball overcuts the 8 to the 2. And then speed here. If you hit it fat, you could clip the top of the 8 and get behind the 3.
Perfect.
But he hit it perfect, yeah.
Perfect.
That's
Nice shot, Troy.
speed. That would have been good any which way with the speed he hit it at. 3-2.
3-2.
3-2. So far, kind of grimy.
Yeah. I think we're about a rack or 2 away where that starts to go away.
Do you ever think in a match, you're in a match and the score is tied or you're only one game down and you feel like you haven't even come close to playing good?
Yeah.
And that pumps you up a little bit. You're like, I'm one game down and I'm playing terrible.
I'm still in it, and I've got 35 things I could list off that I could have done better, and I'm still in it.
So that pumps you up a little.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I just got to make that 34 things, right? Like I just got to bring it down a few, and that could be a whole different outcome.
Yes. Anything to charge yourself.
That's a great way to look at it.
Anything to charge yourself up a little bit and get pumped and focus and get loose and attack, and be aggressive, be confident.
Oh, I know. 'Cause if you ask whoever, Aaron and April right now, are they playing their best pool? They're going to say no, and they're going to be just fine with the score right now.
100%.
And to your point, use it as fuel.
All right, head break. Let's scratch him again.
Oh, my God, he gets kicked in. What an unlucky, another scratch on the break, gets kicked in. Wow. This is maybe when we're going to start seeing some of the game clean up for April and Aaron here.
Okay, we got to start hitting some patterns here. Start working on that first problem ball right out the gate here.
Yep, they are going to be in the kitchen.
What are you doing here? 14 by the 2 and the 13?
14 to the 11.
Okay.
Just a little stun follow.
You got to make sure you hit this good. It's not in. Yeah, it is. Okay, good shot.
Yeah.
Good speed.
April has an
I'm going to make sure that 8 ball goes in the bottom right. I'm going to look at all my balls got a pocket. We're going to start slowing the game down a little bit. I got to go around a couple times, plan it, which ball goes where. Do they all go? Is anything that need to be bumped? If nothing has to be bumped, let's run this clean.
Maria says, you guys remind me of Kurt Gowdy and Joe Garagiola. The way I got to look them up now. I hope they're not just.
That's a very good compliment. Joe Garagiola was one of my favorite. When I was a kid, Vin Scully and actually Joe Garagiola were together for a long time too.
I know Vin Scully.
Yeah, L.A. Dodgers. They were the game of the week. If you go back before cable and before the internet, the game of the week on Saturday. This Week in Baseball was right before it. It was called Twib Notes.
Oh, Twib, I remember.
And then Joe Garagiola and Vin Scully was the Saturday afternoon baseball game. And those two were awesome.
Okay.
Joe was the color. Vince was he called the game. Yeah.
I got to look up this Kurt
I don't.
Gowdy.
Yeah, that's who I got to look up to. Sounds really familiar, but I can't put a name. I can't put a face to the name.
Hope he's not an opaque dude, and that's what Maria's saying. All right, looks like this 10 goes. See him stun across for the 12. Nice shot.
Get off the rail. Okay.
Yeah, this one. Where are you going with this, Tony? It's hard to get to the center
So
of the table.
I'm not elevating. So I'm going. I'm not doing that. I'm going high ball, and with a little English. Just not elevating right there for that reason. I'm good. These are the shots where I'm just gonna put. I'm gonna automatically make the ball. So I cannot elevate. I'm telling myself, well, how can I? Just as soon as I elevate, I feel like I can lose control a little bit. So I would have came with a high right. I'm okay with running into the six there. I thought there was a little freedom going into the six or hitting the gap, but telling yourself you're going towards the six because you got the 9 ball.
So mechanically, you're saying I'm going to make
My cue's level there.
yeah, like as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, and I'm either going to put a little left or a little right, or just straight high ball on that ball, and come into the 1. I mean, it's real hard to. You could come into the 1 in a way where you could hook yourself on the 9 and the 13, but if you go into the 6, real hard to hook yourself on the 9, coming from that angle. So that would have been the ball I would have tried to pick, but I would have tried to hit that gap between the 6 and the 1, and get on the 9 ball.
I think if I were to I think my observation is that I think April's cadence, that especially on that last shot too, was just a little quicker than she normally shoots. It was 2 or 3 seconds quicker than she normally shoots.
Yeah, I think that's a good observation as well.
It's hard to remind yourself of that sometimes.
To stay in routine, sure.
Yeah. It's also what partners could be there for. We don't know what conversations they're having.
Right.
Mike Brown's a ball player. He knows.
Mel Allen, that's who it was.
Yeah.
Dude, he had the greatest voice. Mel Allen did for TWIB, or the game of the week. Oh, man. Love that guy, Mike.
Mike Brown was a catcher.
Bridget, what's going on? What is it? Bridget saying anyone but fourth. Who's that? Bridget, anyone but fourth.
I don't know that word of the day.
Huh. Marina says in the AFL. What are we talking about there? That's going to be
Was that an old school like American Football League thing?
That's what I was thinking in my head immediately. American Football League. Well, I think his name was Chris Sable, one of the greatest voices in the history of sport, in my opinion. He did Gridiron up there or whatever. He did NFL films. He was awesome.
The background voice for those type of films is so important. And it's like this grainy video. It's slow motion. It's like, yeah, Jerome Bettis with like shoulder pads that are 4 feet wide, kind of doing this thing. You got this deep voice. Yeah, I love those films.
They put you right. Yeah. They put you right down on the field with them.
Yeah.
Like that's what it made you feel like.
It was like footage you don't see on the televised games.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, it's like those nature shows, like that English guy, I forget his name.
Oh, my God.
He's like...
Great voice. He does, dude.
Well, I forget.
Like, I can't turn this off. I mean, it's so interesting.
He just made this whole, like, Impala hunt so interesting. All right, so they just took a timeout to talk the pattern through. That 5 ball's obviously top of mind.
Does not have a pocket yet. And the 2 ball. The 2 ball, the 5 ball. All right, so he's going to play off the 7, I think, and come underneath the 2-13. Maybe shoot the 5. Maybe shoot the 5 off the 9. Yeah, I like having a plan for both clusters. Otherwise, I don't try to continue. Unless you disturb the 13-2 and you're just going to create an angle off one of the next shots. I don't mind that.
It looks like he's trying to draw into that 8 or that 15 maybe. Oh, look at that.
All right, so they still got the 2.
Yeah.
Good shot there.
Yeah, great shot.
Got one of them. Still got a 2's tricky still. What do you see? You like the shooting the 6, or you like the 5 in the side or 5 in the corner? And what's your plan for creating an angle to get to the 2?
Gosh. Yeah, right, Bobby? Because, like, yeah, let's say he goes 5 in the top right. Aiming for the cue ball to hit the 13. That's too much to ask, I think, for a shot like this. Yeah, this one's tough because that 6 ball, as good as that one might look, you still got a case of the now what's.
Yeah, and if you take this 5 in the side, you got bump traffic. You got the 1. If you 1 plays huge.
What are you doing, Bobby? You ducking behind that 12?
Is he stunning and trying to get on this 13-2 right now? 5 in the corner.
Yeah, that's
stunning.
what I was calling. That's a lot to ask.
And he's going for the breakout now.
He is. Wow. Actually, does Troy have a look?
He does.
And it's the only shot.
I don't know about it.
15 might be playing big.
Same with the 13.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be able to get that cue ball in the gap there. Boy, he went after it there. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this before. Does Justin ever, in his mind, go to the table and saying, "Well, I think it's got to be me that does these type of things."
Sure.
Right? Because being the strong player that he is, and taking on that responsibility.
I think definitely weighs into the option there of going for it right then.
All right, he is calling the.
He does have a shot. Got to watch other side pocket, cross side. Okay.
Good luck, good try.
All right.
Ooh, 6-2 got interesting.
Chance to tie it at 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they got a little freedom here.
Yeah, there's no obvious pattern.
I'm trying to run out here too.
Yeah. But what's the pattern here? There's no obvious pattern that pops out. That 12 ball.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cut the 13 in and go. You can go straight across.
Okay.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that is.
But at the 13, you can go on. So there's freedom with that. As long as you stay above the 9 and the 15, you can be on that side. I guess if you went all the way to the right, the right there, it would have been a little funny on the 9. But anything to the left or in the middle coming across, I mean, you had the 15 or the 9.
Yeah, but this works just fine too. Let's see. Doesn't see. No drumstick coming out.
I like this. Swing at the 1 here. You got shape. I mean, you can get shape on the 6 in the side if you make it. Or you could even, depending on what angle you come in on, might even get a bump to the 6 and open them up. Very difficult, though. I think that more old school, I don't know if it's old school. I don't know. I take that back. I don't want to offend any of the new school guys. But we always talked about, I mean, if you got a shot to run out, that's the best defense. I do not want to give a guy another opportunity to make a hero shot or just a Hail Mary on my ass. When I had control of the clock.
Oh,
look at this.
Goodness.
He did. Look at the shape, too. That would have been juicy.
Wow.
It's difficult. Good try.
Yeah.
Really hell of a try by Justin right there. All right. Go to work. Center table.
Go time.
Not down there. You got to go forward there. You got to go forward off the rail. You got to be here all day.
Your target's the center.
Yeah.
Give options.
He's got to make a tough shot now on the 13 ball. But you got to come with it. Just run into the 8 here, and you're good. Don't creep it into the 8. Run it. 13 ball, come straight across. I mean, it's pretty natural here. High ball here should connect with the 8. It should give you a look at either the 9 or the 15. I don't know which one is going to be better, but you should definitely get a look if you can come into the 8 here. It's going to be okay.
That works just fine.
I think they're both kind of a little funny, but they both go. You can't shoot the 9 here first.
No.
You can shoot this 9 and draw it, but I think you can get hooked easier. I think you got to shoot the 15 first.
She's going forward here. Does it spin?
Well, the 2 and the 6 are not. 2 and the 6 is, you can put the cue ball down. A lot of spots here where you're safe. I think you go two-way here. You shoot the 9, cross side and go forward 2 rails.
I like that.
Anywhere over here is safe. Well, you can back cut the 6, but how about this? Did they want to cut it from right here?
It's tough, right?
I mean, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to play the 2-way, though. I'm not ducking here.
Calling the left side.
I mean, think about the shot, too. The 9's going towards the side. It's a possible that if you miss it, it comes off and it blocks the 6 and the 2.
Point. Yeah.
I just don't want to let him see the 1 ball here, Gino. That's the whole point of this shot, is not to let him see the 1, because then he has freedom to hook you behind the 2 and the 6.
Great call.
He's drawing out, too. He's going to suck draw it with a bunch of left.
Oh, my.
Good shot. Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Brutal.
No reward. Oh.
Brutal. So now, to my point, you just take your medicine and clip off right where that chalk is. Just put the cue ball over there and make him come with a shot. Just roll this right here off the 8. Cut the 8 a little bit. Roll your cue ball right here.
And you're saying
Don't let him see the 1 ball.
Yeah, because you're not saying it from not just from an offensive perspective, but they could also very easily duck that way too.
Yes, that's exactly what.
Got it. Not that you're giving up an offensive shot.
Right.
Yeah. Got it. I can do it. Yeah.
Gino's going to go watch this hit. They called for a hit watch. All our hit watches are slow motion cameraed. We'll put the slow motion on it. Slow motion for me. Isn't that used to be what was that song? Slow motion for me. Good shot. And she hit it really good. Really good. She played really good safe. I think they can come off the 2 ball here, though. They can put them in jail here. She hit a real good shot, but it just so happens the only ball they can see, Gino, is the 2, and all you got to do is just pretty much hit it with a nice roll, and you're going to be right behind the 1. It's so natural. The 1 or the 6. You just hit the 2 here, and it's real hard not to get safe.
Did you ever get clarification on the pronunciation on that name?
Which name was that?
Troy, tracksuit Troy's last name.
Oh.
You're
No,
struggling with that.
do you have the appropriate pronunciation?
Michlitsch.
You're messing with me.
Michlitsch.
Okay.
He's so messing with us, dude.
I play with him on Thursday
Michlitsch.
night. It's Mish-al-ish. Michlitsch. Just future reference.
Are you?
Tracksuit Troy rolls off the tongue.
Tracksuit Troy.
But you're being serious.
Yeah.
You're not taking advantage of an opaque guy.
Not at all. Not at all. It's Michlitsch.
Michlitsch. Okay.
Dude, we have been butchering that name since since
badly.
day 1.
Apologies to Troy and the Michlitsch family. Michlitsch.
And then the most sarcastic guy in the world just told us. So I still it's hard for me to knock that down and believe it.
I'm already on the opaque tip right now, and so I'm very
real hard for
sensitive
me
to that.
real hard for me to believe that. Just because it's Huddleston that told me that. Dude, like anyone else in the bar came and told me that, I'm like, oh, it's factual. But not him.
Oh
no.
miscue.
Dude. That might be the first time I've ever seen Aaron knock it over a ball and scare the hole or make it. Dude, he's
come with so many shots.
Easily if we had stats on made jump shots in this tournament and all these tournaments we've run, he's the leader.
I would 100%.
And his partner is close. They might be they are first and second, I would believe.
I think they're easily the strongest jumpers in the tournament, hands down.
And they've made the most of them in competition while we're calling it.
And some nasty ones too.
Not as nasty as George Bonera though. That was nasty.
What was crazy about Wednesday too is that if we did go hill, it would have been you and Aaron.
Yeah, I was breaking.
Yeah, and you were breaking.
Yeah. I was up here preparing.
Oh yeah.
Mentally on how to make a ball. Not. I was like, just make a ball, don't scratch. Make a ball, don't scratch. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's play a grimy rack and just do a soft break. You don't see those very often. And being from Chicago, The Chicago team that went out to Vegas every year, they had a team. I can't remember. The guy owned a pool room, real good player. Always brought 5 champs with them. Every year they showed up. They won it a couple times. The whole team soft broke.
Oh, interesting.
Dude, it was the grimiest,
Yeah.
They just F people's brains up.
And we're just going to out-chess you, get you frustrated.
And they all can run out. But that's how they did it. I got to get the guy's name because he's a champ. They soft broke.
Just a bunch of one pocket like straight pool players.
It was gross.
Mess around
and
with
nobody handled it real well.
Oh, thanks to Pew.
Look at this.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. The nerves are real. Troy does have the tracksuit on today.
Always. Oh, you're using the
Sorry, dude. I don't know. I had already counted that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
3-3.
But you're doing cartwheels if you're airing in April right now.
Okay, this is both teams, and both teams looking for who can reset and get on track here
This could be a very big momentum.
for 2 games in a row. I'm telling you,
Right.
this could be games like this that go 2-3, 4-3, 4, 4-4, 5-4. Someone jumps out to 2. They usually get to 3. It's just a weird, phenomenon that team. What's going on?
I don't know. I don't see Aaron and
Maybe a little timeout. Ooh, this is old school timeout shit right here. This is after your guy dogs it. Oh, this happened to us all the time. Oh, there she is. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the timeout, you put your cue on the table, you go take a 10-minute, you come back, knock the 8 in, and then you break the ball. Dude, this happened all the time.
No kidding.
Back in the day. The timeout wasn't, hey, I'm going to go, I'm going to take a timeout. It was after you dogged it in a big situation, and I pretty much have ball in hand in the game. I'll be back. I'm going to go smoke
and
2
you let
cigarettes.
me soak in that.
I'm going to go do a shot, maybe an extra cigarette. Yeah, you get a
And
soak
I'm
in
just
it.
sitting there just soaking in this negative.
That happened a
dog
lot
shot.
back. That happened a lot.
Really?
It still happens, I guarantee it, but it used to happen. That was the way to take a timeout. It was right after that.
Wow.
Just put your cue on the table.
What a tactic.
Maybe even go out to your car, drive over to 7-Eleven. I heard some real dirty shit back in the day. Dude, where's my guy? Nah, you're going to look at that. You're going to look at that ball right there for a half hour.
Yeah.
20 minutes. I'm going to make you look at that ball.
You're just,
And if you don't like it, by the time I get back, you've already given it to me because you don't want to look at it anymore.
that's right.
And all the balls you're hitting balls.
And the only thing playing in your head is the same replay of the dog shot. That's rough. Oh, yeah. 3-3 ties it up. This could be a huge momentum.
Did anyone tell them that this match is for like $7,000? It's the biggest jump. I don't know if you guys are just joining us. The jump on the money. Okay, we all want to get in the money. It's very important to everyone here to get to the Final Four. It is an achievement. I truly believe it should be. Even if the 4th place finisher, you should be celebrating a Final Four appearance here because that's where all the money is. It just so happens that the semifinal matches are the biggest money matches in this tournament, in this format.
In terms of what the loser versus the winner of that
because
game
if
gets.
you win this, you're guaranteed at least second. Second place is over 10K, and you're getting about 36 between 36 and 3,700 for 4th, which all the teams are guaranteed right now. So, if you win here, you're guaranteeing yourself a $7,000 jump. Now, and then the finals, it's only like a $4,000 jump, $4,000 or $5,000 jump. Because you're jumping 2 spots here.
Yeah,
so 30. It's actually a $7,200 jump.
Yeah, there's a fork in the road. You can either go 4th potentially or up to 1st. But even if you go, you've got the $7,000 fork in the road right here.
Yes.
Jeez Louise. Man. Oh, PJ's saying, hey, maybe the player you're thinking about, Whitey, Cornbread, and Sherm Adamson, maybe?
Sherm. I believe I did know Sherm.
Whitey, man, I love these old school pool nicknames.
No, I don't think it was. Actually, Cornbread Red was, if you're talking about Cornbread Red, I mean, you're talking You're talking Texas team, I believe, right? They got a chain of pool rooms down there called Cornbreads. And then Whitey, the only Whitey I know is Whitey Walker. And Whitey Walker lives in, like, Southwest Indiana, or
That was a great shot by April. I think there was a little throw on that. I saw that left English on there.
here's what I mean. Like they got grimy, and the first team to kind of loosen up and catch a rhythm, and get their confidence can really do can separate themselves.
And sometimes an opponent's dog shot can trigger that.
Oh no, this is. I think that she can spin this in. Well, might have jinxed them right there. I thought they were ready to go.
Carrot Wizard says, "Let's go, Justin and Troy." What's up, Ricky?
Shelby Baird, let's go, Team Rekemeyer and Troy.
Juan Johnson.
She can spin it in.
Oh, that's two.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this.
Double tiki and for shape.
I think that's the second throw shot she's had to come up with on this rack.
Aaron's going to have to draw the cue ball at least.
That window.
The side of the line. Going to have to drag draw it right back here to get past the 7 for the 8.
Juan Johnson, our new Wednesday night Piazza's teammate, and we are starting league back up at Wednesday night Piazza's, BCA VII next week.
Juan's on our team? Boom. Let's go.
We just came up.
Whoa, you hear that, Ellis?
I didn't mean it like that. God dang it, Tony. Dude, how perfect is Maria's word of the day?
I mean, it's working out.
It's not what I meant, Ellis.
Big shot here. What is he? He's okay. Forward 2 rails. Wow, he don't like this draw, huh? I feel like he can draw it into the 2, catch a piece of the 2. I'm just gonna take my medicine there.
Clean bridge.
He does have a pretty good gap if he can get to the left side of that table.
Yeah, he's going forward.
Gotta be careful here. It's straight in. Gotta go. Oh, how'd he hit it?
Wow, give him some.
How'd he hit it?
Look at that window he was looking at. Wow.
Perfect. Couple of pretty fortunate little tikis on that rack to get him here too. Take advantage of it though, right?
Yeah, well, when you make good shots and throw balls in like April did, sometimes you get rewarded just like that. And we've seen time and time again Aaron coming with
First lead of the game for April and Aaron.
And
Here they come.
Dogged 8. Momentum shift. We're seeing it.
Dog 8. Break and run.
Right.
Max punishment.
That's the drive to 7-Eleven right there.
Little max punishment.
All right, Depew. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
So this has always been a topic of conversation right here. They just missed the 8. You break and run, and you are the one taking the timeout.
Yeah.
Dude, you get a lot of old school guys saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You've got all the control and all the momentum right now. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's usually, take a break when we need a pep talk. But did you just get some momentum going? Or maybe they got to go to the bathroom or something. But
yeah.
I've gotten a pretty good talking to when I call the timeout after, I just put 2 on them and it was off a miss and and a timeout or whatever. And they're like, "What are you doing, dude?"
You don't need
Got a lot of guys side betting on this match, and that's the wrong thing to do.
Sure.
And I'm like, holy shit.
I could see that mentality, right? You're in the lead and you don't need the pit stop, and you did it. At the same time, maybe they're like, hey, you know what? Let's talk about what was different about that rack that worked. Okay, let's call it out, and so we can keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of good talk can happen right now, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, some real
they're not
positive
talking
stuff.
about the weather right now. They are talking about what was it about that rack, what changed,
I think so.
and let's capture that.
Tower to Pew. Got to go to bed. What time is it? Take some Geritol and go to bed, Tyler.
You put a bounty on his head. He's got to get his rest now.
Yeah, he's going to do his yoga. Second best stream on Thank You.
Second.
We're going to get that for the rest of the time, bro. But I don't disagree, dude.
No, dude,
we had
they were so good.
2 champs in here. Dude, I thoroughly... It's the first one I've ever watched. I'm going to be honest. I've never gone back and watched what we're watching.
Right.
You know, if you're playing, you like to see if you jumped up and go
Sure.
over some things and see if you can learn.
And you got the volume on.
And
too,
I
so
haven't watched a match in a long time, and it was thoroughly entertaining.
literally laughed out loud myself too.
Oh my God.
I think Beck was saying something about like, man, this is getting close. We're getting on the edge of the seat. You don't even need your full seat. And I think it was Greg came back with like, why? Because you're a half-ass. And I'm dry, dude. This guy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were good.
So good.
They were good. They both. I talked to them the next day. They both had a lot of fun.
Good. I hope they had a good time.
They enjoyed it,
Man.
and I'm telling you right now, like I just enjoyed a lot of it. I enjoy every night. I get to come back here, commentate with you, and talk about pool. It can be more enjoyable than actually playing. In some spots. I mean, we all love to get out there and play, but it's fun. It's definitely fun.
I totally agree. And like you could tell those guys were having fun last
Yeah.
night. And just being in like the stuff I learned too, right? Like not just watching players and seeing what the patterns are, hearing, your suggestions and I think it's more than just like, hey, going off the rail and hitting. It's also the mentality. And just like, being able to talk about it and having someone next to talk about it.
Yeah. No doubt.
It's a educational experience.
I mean, when you get a text after the match and you get a text from your friend and your teammate that just George told us that was one of the funnest nights of his life. I mean, we're talking about a 50-year-old man here.
Love it.
That lit me up, dude.
Dude.
I mean, my hair stood up.
Dude,
When a guy says that he just had the most fun, I mean, how can you beat that? How can you beat that?
Dude, you came up to me after the match and then we were talking and we're like, yeah. And then you pulled your arm up because you had goosebumps, and I did too, and I had goosebumps, and then you just gave it to me again. Yeah, it was probably the most fun I've ever had. I think also, going to Vegas and all these other things, and I've done all that from an accomplishment perspective, but man, there was something just you're with friends, playing with friends, so that's cool, but you're with a strong team, playing a strong team, and I happen to be low totem pole, right? And so there was something else about that was just really special. And man,
Did that put a little chip on your shoulder?
A little bit.
Heck yeah.
Well, I just didn't want to be like the donut. First of all, it's like, look at this guy, 0-8.
Dude, I've had more experiences on team play, and that guy that you're referring to yourself as always is like ends up being the MVP. I'm not even kidding. It's amazing to watch that whoever that guy, because whatever, if we didn't have numbers in the back in the day or a Fargo to
Right.
look,
But it was, you knew.
And I'm telling you, it was that chip on their shoulder to play good and play for the team. I've been on a lot of teams where I was just the most proud I've ever, it was just awesome to see. And they grow. You grow. Everyone grows together. The friendships. I mean, we've never played together like that. When we all, and their team, they're all friends too, and we're all friends. All of us were all friends. But
100%.
when the gloves, when the bell rang, it's time to punch.
It was friends, and then the second the lag was won, or whatever. Like it was the weather changed. Game face. And it was cool. That was sweet. Adam, actually, we are going to get a second matchup going.
It's this Tuesday.
This Tuesday, we're gonna, and you'll start seeing those posts coming up. Excuse me. We're gonna have Jonesy putting a team together against Kenneth Juarez putting a team together.
Yeah, I think it's already on. Like these guys have been discussing it.
Yeah, they've got the team.
Tuesday night right here, because we have 2 tables open, so we're going to move a couple of the teams and on tables 9 and 10, and we're going to have that match here on Tuesday because every other night we're full. And they were like adamant about getting it on, and I was, why wait? So
it's a cool concept. It doesn't have to be necessarily pulled. Hey.
My first thing, it was so much fun.
Yeah. That
everyone should be able to experience that. That intensity. I mean, there was pretty much zero money on the line. I mean, it was a C note. Everyone had a C note on it. Everyone had a $100 bill.
Something to make
but,
it.
that's nothing.
But this wasn't. Yeah.
Raced it, that wasn't it
That was not the point of winning, right? That wasn't the driver
at all.
No.
And money should never really be unless you're in a gambling match. I mean, obviously, you're going to battle until someone's busted. But in match play or form, like a tournament kind of format, you're trying to keep the trophy in your house.
Yeah, I mean that's why
or the
things
cup.
like
This is going to turn into something. I'll put it out. It is going to turn into something.
I love
because
it.
it's way too much fun and there was way too much excitement not to turn this into something. Because the room was electric. The people were clapping. The people were cheering. They were rooting for us. They had some people in here rooting for them. But you could feel the home court advantage. And
oh my gosh, it
was fun, dude.
Break as soon as Justin gets back.
Sure.
Thank you.
And I got to shout out Austin Sutton. Like I know that when he had, he's sitting there on this team, and he knew I was playing on Wednesday, and I actually played for both teams. But one day, like, we put the Fargos next to each other, like, holy cow! Like, look at this.
That's what was the coolest thing I saw, because you guys just put it up and said, look at this, and I'm like, what the.
Austin's
five guys, and we're like 6 points difference of Fargo.
If he had a magic wand, this would have happened 6 months ago. Like he's been talking about it for a while, and it was so good to make it actually happen. It's hard to find schedules for 10 players to be able to show up.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, thank you for that.
JB was just telling a story. Is there any way to scroll up?
Yeah.
JB said something about old Danny Shea. We should shout out to Danny Shea. Probably one of the biggest and most heartfelt characters in Colorado history. He owned table stakes back in the day on 20th and Sheridan. Scooter worked for Danny Shea for many, many years.
He said, I used to play Danny Shea a lot at table stakes, and after a set was over, I would tell him I was going to smoke, and he told me, if you walk out that door, I quit. That'll be the most expensive cigarette.
He was a character. He quit me in the middle of a set and took the cue ball, and I know there's a lot of cue balls on the. Yeah, he threw it on the roof. That's what he used to do.
That's a move too.
Oh, this guy was amazing. Amazing theater. Amazing. You could see anything at any given day if he was in action or he was around. He was just full of life, dude. Anyway.
Oh. Oh, dim table 2?
Is that okay?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we've ever done it before. I don't want to. We're not going to. Yeah, we're not going to do anything new just because.
I thought you had dimmers, so I just asked. It's all good.
Man, just learning some of these old school things. I want to go now. What if I just league night, just pick up the cue ball, threw it on the roof, drive to 7-Eleven. Kayla would have a talk with me about how I'm no longer invited to the league. But I love hearing these shark stories and the gamesmanship stories.
Maria Finley, that was a very, very fun moment. Oh man, the backside of that video of watching my teammates jump 4 feet in the air and scream and root, that it was such a fun shot, and fun to be a part of. The team right there was all going crazy. It was fun.
Yeah.
Jeremiah. Yeah, so that was an interesting question, and we've never done that before. So I'm not going to introduce something different now. I guess if all 4 players came up, I don't know. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's never come up before. The tournaments have evolved because of requests and questions like that, right? Whether it's headphones or the lighting or whatever it is, and you can evolve. But I think you had a good answer to that, which is, it's not that we can't dim Table 2's lights. It's just you haven't done it for any other match or scenario.
Yeah, and we're in the middle of a match right now.
Right.
And
you're changing conditions.
That's how I kind of feel about it. We were asked to dim the lights on Table 2. We've never ever done that before, and now we're 4-3 in a match and making it a little dark. I feel like, all of a sudden the conditions are. It's no one's probably going to notice, but the conditions will be different.
Yeah, I get why you would ask. It's almost like, hey, can you turn the music down or, whatever, right? I think it's a valid, whatever request, but I think it's also a valid response saying it's a condition change that we haven't done for any other match. let alone the semis.
But it's something to talk about going forward.
Absolutely.
When we're at one match a night and at a time, maybe
Sure.
we do turn that light
Absolutely.
off. Maybe we turn completely turn that light off.
Sure.
So all the lights on this, and
Sure.
there's nothing better than being in a dark pool room and the only
Oh yeah.
pool table that's lit is the one that you're playing on, and all the sweaters are in the dark,
I love it. Yeah.
and just kind of, it's like a zoom in on a real important moment.
Oh yeah.
And
Spotlight.
when all the lights are off in the pool room except that one light. Yeah.
That's what I was.
So
yeah.
good question.
Great question. Yep.
I think we could definitely look to be doing that in the future, especially if we should probably get in here and take a look at what it looks like first.
Sure. And you've had topics come up that are complete. Like your player meeting for Friday Fight Night 1 is very different from what the player meeting for Friday Fight Night 7, right? With rules and timeout timers and those type of things. And the tournament's constantly evolved, right?
Yeah.
But you've also got the team's buy-in, right? So that's going to be important too. That everyone just understands or
Sure.
agrees or what have you.
Try to address everything that comes up on on the tournament before, or something new, or an idea, or a question, or a rule, or like you said. I mean, there's been many little tweaks
Little tweaks, yeah.
on pretty much everything going forward. We try to tweak it, make it a little better. We tried to speed up time. We had no headphones. We've made quite a few changes.
Sure.
And we're trying to do it for the better, right?
Yeah, and it's
We're trying to tell people how important it is that you just can't be in this tournament if Friday nights are first of all, if they're a problem to get here. We're
Right.
not trying to run.
attendance is a thing.
Yeah, it's such a thing, and we didn't know how important it was until all of a sudden we're dragging it out and another miss. But
Yeah.
but we do, that is important that we don't forfeit anybody, but everyone does their very, very best with their best efforts to be at their match when it was supposed to be on.
Yeah.
But we ran into some problems where
Yeah.
life happens, and
And
we deal with it.
It's a big tournament. Most of the time, it's the biggest pot that players have played for. So, yeah, the feedback is important, and the adjustments and the tweaks are important.
Yep. All right. Meanwhile, these guys are running this rack out. 15's a little sneaky tough. 13 goes, right?
Yeah, you want to be nice and flat on that 13. Yeah.
Man. This is
That'll work.
this is tricky, Gino.
You not rubbing off that 7 a little bit, or is that scratch potential?
But the next ball's the 15.
Yeah. I guess you.
I mean, how steep?
7.
How steep do you want to be on this 15?
Yeah, because
You
want
want
to
to sneak. I would think you want to sneak the cue ball through towards the side pocket,
Right.
To get us. I mean, you want a little bit of an angle because you got to come across for the 8, but
Yeah, he's got to watch.
you don't
out
want to be too steep.
Yeah, you don't want to bully this 7 too hard, off the 7 rather, and then go.
Oh, nerves are real, dude.
Whoa,
What was he trying to do there?
I don't know.
Because you had to, like you just said, that was perfect. You don't want to bully the 7 too much, so you definitely have to go into the 7.
Yeah.
You're just trying to push it forward out of the way,
Right.
and then we're greedy right there. How many of us are trying to get real, like that extra inch? Because you're going to be real steep on that if you're, you know what I mean. So we're trying to get that extra inch, 2 inches.
Was he trying to stun for the window between the 5-7? Maybe.
Wow, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe he thought that, is it possible he shot the 13? Maybe he thought the 13 would go off the 7. It looked like they were close, so maybe the 13 would take care of it.
And then the 7 gets out the way.
Yeah. I don't know, though.
Yeah, he almost like maybe hit it too clean.
They're in trouble here.
Yeah. So Adam, like the recommendation I gave to Jonesy was to put together a team and then to try to contact someone to, put up the opponent team, and then you've got the main ingredients. And then it's getting with Tony and the Piazza crew for, if you do want it on stream and those type of things.
I mean, it's tricky because during the week we have league.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of shoving league out of there's people that come in here every night and play our leagues, and there's people that really enjoy playing on table 1 and 2.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
they're pretty good about us pushing them out sometimes when we got some, when something happens that we don't hear much. So
Lot to coordinate.
And Tuesday's really the only night we can do it. Otherwise, our Friday fight nights takes up Friday, but we're gonna, after this one's done, we usually have a 3 to 4 week gap where we meet up, we try to talk about it a little bit, how we can make it better, and then we give ourselves a little break. We'll come in at the end of June probably for the next one. And then Saturdays we have a tournament every Saturday, and we have a tournament on Saturday night. So it's tough.
Meanwhile, we got a kick bank call. Good try.
Ball in hand.
Yeah, he had to hit that 15th in for the call to the top right.
Okay. Let's start somewhere.
Yeah.
I was going to say the 1 looks good to me.
Yes, sir.
I want the 1, 4, and 3 gone. I want the 1, 3, 4 gone. I want that opened up for all the other balls. I think the 4 goes by the 2. I like getting a stop shot on this 3. I just stun 3 ball. I don't mind that either. Shoot the 1 there, and it's a natural to just shoot a stop shot or a 1-inch draw shot for the 3. You don't have to concentrate on shooting the 3 next. You could shoot this a lot of different ways.
That's exactly what he's doing.
I talk about it. I used to not know this at all. I mean, it makes all the sense to me. The balls in the middle of the table can be the most problematic. They look the most innocent, but at the end of the game, if they're still there, they get in the way. Sometimes the pockets are blocked, and you got to play to a side pocket. And
one of many things I picked up from you was that they do look innocent. Oh, good. They're center table. It's like, no, Q's good in the center table.
No doubt.
Yeah, and then sometimes you've got this no man land potential, or like you said, getting in the way. Meanwhile, April has hit the 3 in.
Good.
Okay.
Good shot there.
Are we going 7-5-4?
What are you doing with that 5? Are you gonna address it right now off the 7? Shape it.
Yeah.
That's another cool thing those guys said a lot. They both said shape it off the.
Yeah.
Shape it off
Shape
the.
it. Yeah.
Shape it off the 3. Shape it off the 4. I mean, those guys were just shaping it off.
They were better singers
never
than
heard that.
Tony. I picked that up too. Oh, okay. I like that. Nice shot. A little speed control here.
If I'm going to shoot this 5, Gino, right now, I am going to shoot it with some high right. I'm going to come on the top side of the 7. I'm going to go rail and spin down, possibly get 7 straight in the bottom left.
Yeah, I think it's 7-5-6.
I like shooting the 5 here. It's dipped.
All right. Grip speed.
That'll work, though. She's just got to she go forward here or stun. Don't want to go forward too hard. That 8 ball could play big.
Nice
Good shot. Good shot, April.
Nice shot, April. Just enough angle for Aaron to do something with. How are you hitting this?
Looks pretty full, but if I can cheat the pocket a little bit, I want to get to the rail and stun out to the middle of the table and try to play the 8 in the side. So
Just like
draw.
that.
Yep, exactly like that.
Perfectly executed by Aaron.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, Aaron.
High 5s.
Yeah.
Haven't seen many of those in this match.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
The morale, right?
When you're playing the team match, could you feel the extra high 5 when the high 5 was more intense?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
When the fist bumps, like, yo,
Let's go.
That kind of hurt.
5-3.
Nice job.
5-3. First 2-game lead in the match. See how they deal with it. If you're Aaron in April, you just want to continue to do what you're doing. You want to break and make a ball, obviously, and run out here and gap them, 3-gap them. And if you're Justin and Troy, you're saying, okay, this kind of got away for a little bit. I mean, they could realistically be up. Either team could be up 6-2 right here, 5-3 the other way, 4-4. I mean, there's every combination's in play here. Besides the break and run.
Yeah, I got to go back to that. I'm not trying to rub it in, but Wednesday night in my match, I dogged an 8 ball. But you know what I wasn't going to do again? was like dog an 8-ball, and I don't like. I guarantee you, Troy's not going to dog an 8-ball, like a makeable 8-ball the rest of the match. I'll put money on it right now.
Good call.
And they got to just take that as a positive, like quote unquote learning experience.
Look at this. No,
8-ball down.
possible. This is one, maybe a re-rack. Or
Solid.
maybe you play a knockdown, grimy game. I mean,
VTech is about to that's something I haven't heard in a while. VTech is about to kick in.
B-Tech?
If I'm not being opaque, wait. Okay, so they did spot it.
So there was, this is another little thing we should probably clarify.
Yep.
This came up Wednesday night.
Yep.
George spotted it, and Mike Ellis went right into,
The rules changed.
he knew the answer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I still don't know the answer.
Yeah, we got to verify.
If you
that.
spot the 8, can you go back and say, I don't want to play? I don't like the rack. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Why not?
You want to see where the 8-ball is
Sure.
so you can see the angles?
I remember a rack in Vegas, and I remember I wanted to put it down. I don't know what the rule. So they decided they're going to rack. I think a house rule, you can put the 8 down and see what you want to do.
Yeah,
and if you don't like it and you don't hit the cue ball or you don't address a shot, you don't take a shot, re-rack them.
I have no problem. I don't see anyone having a problem with that. And really, the rule in question here is if an 8-ball snaps, there was a kind of existing kind of rule, let's call it a rule, that says if you put the 8-ball on the spot, that's your intention that you're going to continue shooting. And what you're calling out is let's make it a rule, a house rule that says it's okay to put the 8-ball down just to see what you got and what the angles are and what clearances you have, and you can still make a decision to re-rack.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's actually what exactly happened here. They spotted and didn't like it, and both teams are okay with it. And I really don't think teams would have a problem with that, or players would have a problem with that.
We talk about this re-rack. It's almost 99% of the time you want it because you got control of the table.
Yeah, you're there.
And
what if something
your
dry comes up?
Yep. Even though the rack is grimy,
Yeah.
you still have control of the first shot. You dictate what you're taking and what they're about to have. Is that a good sacrifice for now breaking dry and the table's wide open?
Right. That is
a
gamble.
huge gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is the gamble. Like, there's not a lot of spots where I'm like, if I made the 8 and that's the only ball, and unless my cue ball ends up in a spot where a guy took it and mangled me behind
Super jail.
Yeah. Then I gotta have a shot
For sure.
But if I have a shot and everything else is mangled, I don't mind playing a game from there because I know they're not going to run out. And then you risk something like this. Yep. I mean, this could be just as big as Troy's missed 8-ball. What if Troy and Justin here run this out and break and run and break and run out?
Absolutely.
That decision right there is just as big as what I'm saying.
Great point.
So you can take all that out of play and just, dude, I made the 8. I spotted up. We're not going to get out here, but neither are they.
Yeah.
I'm good with a 2-game lead right now and playing a 50-inning game right here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because
we're going to slow this way down, and I'm going to play. We're just going to go right to tactical 8-ball, and we're going to try to grind one out. And if we do grind it out, we got a 3-game lead. If they grind it out, we're still up 1. And by the time, no one might be able to shoot a straight-in ball after this game because we're going to go 50 innings.
Yeah, and you can't make that call if you're not at the table.
That's right. They got a little funny here.
Bobby, yeah, all truth. We know what Troy's capable of.
No, they didn't get funny. I thought they were stripes. They're good to go. 4-ball goes. 4-ball goes by the 9 and the 10. I think he wants to bump the 7 here. Just bump the 7.
Sure, yeah. That's
nice and easy. Just bumps into the 3. I don't think you want to rearrange a lot of furniture. Just bump the 7. You wanted to hit a little more full, but that's okay.
Yeah, good look, good call.
That's okay. They got on the 4 here.
Bobby, this is such a head game when the spotlight understatement. Yeah, totally.
I'm going to step off just for a second.
Do your thing. Yeah, easy to talk about the game and the shot and the pattern. Looking at a screen like we are, but we've all been there too when the spotlight is on, as you said. Maria, that was my assumption too. For me, that's like an early 2000s thing. The valves would have different fuel-air ratios at higher RPMs. To elaborate on that. All right, so Justin and Troy taking a timeout. Just aligning on the pattern. I think the biggest thing that was beneficial for my Scotch matches is, when these timeouts are happening, because you get this opportunity to talk about a live table, is obviously the pattern. But I think the most important thing that's been the most effective for me was making sure you and your partner know that, A, it's okay to go to plan B. If our perfect pattern doesn't work out, don't force it. Plan B. Oh, just hits it a little thick, but does block the pocket. All right, Maria. I get a word of the day point for that then. Yeah, now that the pew's gone, actually, I got to shake that opaque stuff off. All right, good solid shot by April to give Aaron some options. Good back cut, two railer, center table-ish. Hey, Kay. Want to get on? Aaron and April are stripes. Oh, look at that. Calls the follow ball. The run is live still. Yeah, it looks like the 15 is probably the more comfortable shot. Yeah, if the 15 goes, I think that's the comfortable shot, but you got to look at where your cue ball's going. It's going into the 7. Now she draws. Yeah, she's going to go. She can go forward into traffic, yeah. I'm telling you. Oh, look at this shot from April. Not only ties up the cue ball for the 3-7-1 to be blocked, but I believe they're frozen, so that 5 is not accessible. Wow, great touch. Great touch by April to freeze that ball. That's good patient play. That 15 was there, but it wasn't going to produce anything easy. And now Justin at the table faced with a tough scenario here on solids.
What happened there?
Good safe by April.
April put him there?
Frozen on the 15. And Justin's kicking.
Oh, nice. I mean, she intentionally put it there?
Yeah. And it also
Nice
ended
shot.
up where
I
the
mean-
5 ball wasn't accessible. I'm sure she was thinking, if the 5 ball is viewable, that 11's kind of playing big.
I think he's going to swerve. It's a tough swerve.
Yeah.
Because you got to start the cue ball kind of out farther than you normally would because obviously you're on the 15, so you got to, and then you got to judge the distance. It's got to start swerving quickly because you're shooting so far away from it. Tough shot. I like this. There's a very slim chance he won't get a good hit here because there's 3 balls, right?
What's up, Brian Polanski? What's up, Tony Piazza?
Mr. Polanski, man, he helped us out so much here, dude. He helped
man.
dude. All those tracks and all these bar tables have that track. No offense to Diamond, but they were just built super cheap. This little 50-cent piece of plastic that goes in this beautiful table that's in the middle there. In time, they snap and they break, and Brian helped replace a lot of them.
A weak point.
And it shuts down your pool table for a day or two, too.
So what, balls aren't returning?
Yeah, because it's down there right on the kitchen line, and there's a track, and it breaks, and they all
play races to 1.
But anyway, Mr. Polanski, thank you, bro.
Maria, Gino, you're more pellucid. Oh, great, pellucid. Oh, I don't even want to Google that.
That just sounds like a really good word for you.
I don't
I
want
mean,
to
that
know.
sounds like a rip.
Pellucid.
God, Gino, you're so effing pellucid. What did you just call me?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to figure it out.
It's going to be like gassy or
Can't
something.
be. Dude, you probably are spot on again.
All right, lay it on me, Maria. What does that mean?
Oh, he overcut it.
And I think the speed, he was looking for the window for the 11. But the overcut had the cue ball going into the 12.
All right. Huge opportunity here. I mean, that was a good shot there. We're going to go down 6-3. Once again, grab the bull right here. Tough opener. He's doubled up.
Yeah.
Cannot see the 1 or the 7. Can't see the 5. You got to come with this 3 ball in the side pocket and just let it go. I don't think you need to drip it in. Just keep that cue ball coming straight down the middle of the table, up and down. If you have to go a 1 or 2, you'll come up with a shot. 7 and the 1 both go. I think the 5 goes by the 11.
Yep. Yeah, let's take a look.
Is it close?
I think it's good. Oh, Maria says pellucid means, easily understood. Okay.
You're not pellucid then, bro.
No, I think that just means I'm simple. Thank you, Maria. Pellucid does not mean gassy. All right, this is all speed here.
All make.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that are okay for this cue ball to land. Going up and down the middle of the table. Look at that. Oh, this is the one
Oh,
spot.
he had a lot of left on that.
Yeah.
He can still make the 7.
Yeah.
Might be, I think you go here. I don't like the duck off it looks like you can only go off like the side of the 7. Oh, cut the 7, come cue ball down to the corner.
You can get to center.
I think you can leave him. The 12 and 11 are doubled up, but you don't let him see that 14. Nah, you got to go here.
Yeah.
This is okay. You just make this center high ball. Should take you out to the center of the table, 2 rails. This is the 8 ball right here, Gino.
Yeah.
This is the 8. Just make the 8. The 7 ball is the 8.
Look at that.
Good shot, Justin.
What a clutch shot.
Good shot, dude.
I mean, almost dead center of the table.
I think you got to shoot the 1 here first.
You're not flirting with trying
Nah, man, you got to go into traffic if you're going to shoot the 5. You might be able to pinch draw it into the top of the 12. I think you can. I think you might be able to do that. But I like the angle. I like coming 1 and using the 5 to get on the 8.
and getting on the left side of the table off the 1.
Yeah. If the 5 only has, I like the angle he's looking at. If you only have a half pocket to shoot at, I'm probably shooting the 5 right now, because I do not want to have a back cut on the 5. It is the hardest shot in pool to shoot a back cut to not a full pocket, in my opinion. Because you can't see it. It's a guess.
For sure.
Because if you breeze off the 11, it doesn't go in. This is a much better angle where you're looking at the pocket and you're looking at the shot line.
Look at this. Good shot.
Okay.
Avoids all the traffic.
That was a good shot. You know what I'm saying? If he would have shot the 1 there and had a back cut on that 5, it's a brutal shot.
If they only had half a pocket.
Yeah.
Good shot by Troy. Good decision.
Yep. Just put the ball out there for Justin here to take care of this. He'll swing it 2 rails. Let's see how tight he elects to go. If he goes high ball, he can end up down by his hand. He might put a little draw on it, trying to get a little closer to the work. Should end up maybe first diamond above the side pocket. Cue ball.
That works.
Beautiful.
Nice shot. Good speed.
All right. Troy's got to erase some demons here.
Right here.
The bridge is funny here, dude.
Yeah.
For a righty, the bridge is funny because it's hard to get your hand down there. You're going to probably be up on the rail. And then you got that other 8 ball in your mind. So erase. Okay, he can. Pretty good bridge.
Yeah,
should
good
be able to handle it. Good shot, Troy.
He's not missing another one.
Good shot. Good shot. 5-4. Nice little out there.
Yeah.
Off of Aaron had that ball down the rail. Looked like they possibly could take a 6-3 lead right there. Hell of a match it's turning out to be.
Yeah. They're doing the Rochambeau for break. That's
There we go. In the
Love it.
semifinals for
love it.
$7,000, we're doing some Rochambeau to see who breaks our break.
and they're smiling. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Keeping the right attitude, staying positive. I think they're just saying, hey, Justin's had some bad luck getting scratches, getting kicked in.
That's the first.
I love it.
The Rochambeau to see who breaks on your team. And you're in a $7,000 match.
Love it.
I love it, too. That's great.
Oh, there is a word for volatilidad. Whoa, volatilidad. I'm going to use that on my 7-year-old. Oh, volatilized. All right.
Made a ball.
Yep. And that's a Rochambeau success right there.
That is absolutely a win for Rochambeau right there. These guys, Scoots, these guys just Rochambeau'd to see who would break this rack right here. And they Rochambeau'd, and then they made a ball in the break. So you do that. Dude, everyone's so superstitious. That's going to be a thing right there, maybe every time now.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they just stick with the guy who made a ball. But I would go Rochambeau every time.
Scoot, you ever Rochambeau or flip a coin with your partner for a break?
Probably.
All right. Hey, man, Friday Fight Night 3, Piazza's Meatballs. If you weren't eating them, you're not winning.
Man.
Remember that?
Yeah, we should have marketed that a little better.
Tyler Olds.
Tyler Olds, dude.
Mm-hmm.
There's a life lesson for everybody in there.
Yeah. and Austin and I picked that up. Friday Fight Night 4. Did he just come with a dad joke, Scooter? Oh.
Dude, there's always a hidden meaning in everything he says. So if you didn't get it or grasp what he just said, you got to think about it.
I hate it.
And then you look at him and you're like, he was like, there was nothing in that. So I got you again.
Yeah,
you're like,
he still wins. He still wins.
Always.
I gotta learn like I just didn't hear. I just gotta start learning how to ignore Scoot. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Shaking his head, he didn't like that. I think he wanted to come out a little bit more
for the 3, right?
Yeah.
Or the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to have to play they can duck here. But they got a shot. He's got a shot on the 5 or the 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking 6 off the rail, off the 8. I think that's what he was just lining up. 6 ball, that's what he's calling.
Oh, wow.
So we're looking at 6 ball
Off the 8?
off the bottom of rail, off the back of the 8. You want to hit this probably just real easy and play shape. Come into the back of the 11 for shape on the 3 in case it falls. Otherwise, your speed is here to take the pocket. I think it goes, though.
Yeah, and then gives the 3 ball another pocket that it can go into. Oh, look at that.
And it goes.
I'll give him some.
Nice shot.
Sometimes a strong player, the Justin and Aarons of the world, sometimes don't get the fires they may deserve. It's
That's
like, oh, yeah, they're supposed to,
Yeah,
you know?
no doubt. Does the 7 go by the 8? It looks like it does from here, but
Yeah. They
calling timeout.
definitely gave the 3 ball another pocket to go into.
Ooh, I
but
just
did they-
stood up. It
tight?
looks real tight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that might be no joy.
I think you can. Can you drip it into the right side of that pocket?
Maybe. It's close.
It is. Once again, you don't want a back cut angle on that if you do end up playing that. Well, if you shoot the 3 here, you are, I mean, I would bet the bar that you're going to run into a ball.
Well, and is that, do we want to do that by design to address the 7 if it doesn't go into the bottom right?
If if that 7 ball doesn't go into the bottom right, absolutely.
And you're going into the 10?
Absolutely.
Are you going like off the 14 into the 7? Are you going into the 10?
I like, there's a little gap there. You split the 10, 14, you're definitely going into the 7. If you hit the 10, cue ball goes into the 14, it could hit it full there. But if you hit the 10, then that spot, it bumps into the 8. I think you could spin out. I think you could draw and spin out and run into the 8 ball. I don't think there's a clear connection with the 7 ball here. 10 ball's blocking it.
Right. And you've got the 1 and 5 there just in case, potentially.
But what if the 7 ball does go? Are you going to shoot? Are you changing the pattern? If you shoot the 3, you can check it with a ton of right hand English and
Which
just
is
come up.
exactly what he's doing, yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, the 7 must go.
He'll be all right.
Yeah.
You can shoot the 5 on the side. If the 7 goes, this is a pretty good angle to look at it. You're looking straight down the barrel. If it has a half pocket or any kind of make here, I don't see myself getting any better than this look on it.
Yeah. Straight in.
If he doesn't shoot the 7 now, there's something that maybe they don't like about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's
if
already looking at short
it
side.
didn't go like you said, they would have definitely addressed it right there and came into it with the 3.
Right.
And he avoided that, so it must go.
Yeah,
It has to go the way
Yeah.
he shot that. But now he's going all kinds of trap. He's going to bring the cue ball almost back to where his stick is right now, 3 rails.
3 rails, yeah.
Yeah, and 15.
Ooh. Oh, and the bank's blocked.
The bank's blocked. The 7's blocked. Gino, are you going to get better than how many times we talk about that? Are you going to get better than you were straight in on the 7? If that 7 ball went, that was like a really, really good spot to shoot it. You're looking right down at the barrel when you got a tight pocket. There, I don't want to be cutting my ball on an angle. I mean, that is the best you can do when you're tight. You get straight in on it. And
That one thing that you've constantly said, am I going to get better on this, has helped me out with so many patterns. Does that mean a little bit more medicine or whatever? Sure. But am I going to get better? Like you?
oh, looks like he can see.
Oh.
He's cueing this like he can shoot it straight in.
Oh,
Excuse me.
okay. Yeah, there must have been just a
It was
half pocket or something.
it was pretty tight.
Aaron and April with an opportunity to take a 2-rack lead here.
I mean, this balls are wide open. Open court runouts. Open court runouts. If he has a perfect angle here to roll forward and bump the 7 just totally gently, it looks like he does. Just bump into the 7, roll forward.
Drawing back.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's a perfect angle now on the 12.
Yeah.
And then get on that 10.
Mm-hmm. What was that, the 14 by the 10?
You got the 13's down at the other end of the table. I think I'm going to go 12, 10. And then from there, play position on.
If that's I think that's the 14. Like a stop shot there would be a good angle, right, on the 14
Man,
to get down to 13?
Sure. I mean, I'm going to walk around the table here and see what a rolling, if I just roll this 10 ball in, what this angle looks like to get down table. Like if I just roll this in, what does this look like right here to shoot this?
100%.
And take my cue ball down here to get on this ball.
Absolutely.
And then come back out, get the 15. I'm just going to see if there's a natural there. Because sometimes they're there. You just got to go around, walk around the table and look.
Because that 1 or 2 inches of roll or stun or draw could be the big difference.
Okay, so he likes what he's looking at here, the 15 to the 13 right now.
Okay.
Boy, he must be maybe like dead straight in on this 10 or something. I like shoot. I mean, if you're going to shoot the 15, I mean, if you feel more comfortable, you can shoot the 14 too, and stun down. The 10 to me just seems like it could be the most problematic ball right now.
I think there's enough angle where he does have to use the bottom rail, and I think that's what the hesitation was.
Forward 2 rails
Yeah.
out. Oh, you got 50-yard line here on everything.
Yeah,
This is no good.
I think that's what he was hesitating on, or at least taking another look at.
I thought he used some stun there. I like going forward with a lot of left and zipping it out 2 rails tight. I thought you could have gone 2 rails tight like this, like I thought it was here, and definitely split in between here and here. That cue ball was going to me if you put a little zing on it. And then you tell yourself what? Just if you shoot it and you go too far, then you're definitely shooting the 13. If you come up and you get, whatever, there's some angles you can create to get back down there on the 15.
Right.
But he used stun. That's why it came up higher on the rail there. This is tough. I actually going off the 14 and bringing it down table. This is a pretty good shot, too, by April.
Nice shot, April. Good vision.
Did it leak too far? That's what I was looking at. I was thinking, come off this ball, putting this back into play here and putting the cue ball right here. That's what same thing that she was looking at, kind of.
Yeah, but can they see the edge of the 1?
Yeah, could be in trouble. If they can see the 1, they can play shape here, too.
Yeah, this could be just good forward natural. My dude, Anthony.
I'll see you later.
Later, brother. All right. I think we can tell a lot by... Actually, yeah. I don't think they can see the 1.
Yeah, he's looking to duck here. He's checking all his...
Where would it suck to be them angles?
I think it's if you could go straight into the 7. Straight into the top of the 7, and it kind of click the balls together and double them up on the corner on the 14, and then make them cut that 14 in the side from a weird angle. But you can't let them see the 15. That's the thing. If it leaks out, then they're going to shoot the 15, and you really didn't put your balls in a spot where they're going to have an easy 2-way.
All right.
This is tough.
Yeah. The cue ball wants to naturally go down. We got to watch the scratch, but it could also get nice shape for the 7.
Yeah, and he's playing definitely distance here. The cue ball is going to track down table, probably towards the bottom right corner. But like you said, if he drills this and it leaks in here, the cue ball, he's going to play shape too. I like this decision. I mean, you're slow rolling the 7 ball, probably trying to get the cue ball on a rail, but you're definitely giving up a shot. This way, you're giving your chances to win the game right here.
Right.
Not a high percentage, but yet a chance. Oh, he's not even going to get a rail.
Gotta hit a rail.
No rail. So You got to spin that ball. You got to put the running English on it. Get it coming in. Get it. All you got to do is hit that back of the ball, not full, because the cue ball is going to go to the rail, and the spin's going to take, and the cue ball is going to end up right about here, down here.
Yeah.
It's going to come, spin, come back, and then spin. That spin's going to take it long, like right down here. You know that shot. I watched you shoot a similar shot, kick off the ball, and made the 5 on Wednesday. Look at this. Not ideal. Ball in hand. Off a ball in hand. Why would he shoot that ball first? Why wouldn't you go 14 here, 15, 13, 8? Did you? He went 2 rails. So the 13 was here. He shot here, and he went 2 rails to get here. When all of a sudden this was a stop, roll, shoot. Dude.
Yeah, interesting.
And
decision.
now, I mean, you're putting April. April's got to come with it a little bit. You got to put a little stroke on it. I mean, you don't have to get perfect on the 15, but you want to, put a stroke, come off the other side rail maybe, and back to the center of the table. Big bounce here. Good shot by April.
Good shot by April there.
I mean, good shot. I mean, there was a lot to that shot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're thinking you want to get good shape. You have to make it, otherwise you see what they would have had. But I'm surprised at the pattern that he picked, honestly, on that.
Yeah, it might work out here, but yeah, it was definitely an interesting choice and I think underhit to what he had in mind.
Oh, he's starting to slow roll balls.
Yeah.
Boy, you got to. I wonder why I didn't put a little stroke stun on that for accuracy. Well, pressure's real.
Pressure is real.
I mean, the decision to the ball he opened up there with was pressure distorted his decision making. 100%. It was stop, roll forward.
I saw it. Yeah. Yeah. Keith, hit the like and subscribe. Thanks for constantly promoting, Keith. Team Piazza's on Wednesday Extreme. Oh, the safe on the last rack. Yeah, George's.
Well,
Tiki.
Troy's got a shot here. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Back cut on the 1. I wouldn't be trying to control. You got to make this so the game's over. So that's the first thing you got to do is make the 1. And then obviously you're going into the 7.
There's no
if you shoot it
on
firm,
time.
if you shoot it firm, you're probably going to cross the. You're probably going to come across the 7, and the 7's going to end up down on that end rail down there.
Is there scratch potential too, like rubbing off the 7?
I don't think so. I think you're going into it full. You got to really hit it off it skinny, and he has to cut the 1, so he's going into the 7 pretty full. If he back cuts the 1 here.
All right, that's what he's looking at. He just took a look at the 1.
The 7's leaving. We just don't know where it's going.
Yeah. Depending on the speed, though, maybe not scratch bottom right, but just watch the cue ball going off that rail to the bottom left.
If he puts some draw on this,
Is that what he's doing, a little draw?
then he could possibly just skinny nick the 7.
He just called safe.
Oh, he's going to play the 7 ball then.
Yeah.
He's going to roll the 7, put the cue ball behind the 1, and he got the best jumper in the planet shooting next.
The floating bridge.
Oh, he sold out. He sold out.
Yeah.
Dang it! I kind of wanted to see April do the. I wanted to see April jump it in, or jump the air bridge full length. It's exciting when you're just like, how does that? Like nobody can do that besides
played her
Jeff
last
Clark.
night.
Jeff Clark can do it too,
Really? Not only does she have this
but
air
she's way
bridge,
better than Jeff Clark. Sorry, Jeff. She'd smoke you.
she's also got this toothpick jump stick thing that she showed me for the extreme angle things. She used it, showed me.
She made it
Good
in one
yeah.
of our matches.
Oh, yeah.
It was in the center of the table, and she was super close. And I was like, "There's no way she can get over the ball."
And she did.
And she drilled it.
I remember
And
that
she
shot.
ended up scratching.
And
on
it
the same
scratched,
shot.
yeah.
But
No
it was still
reward.
super sick. This is you just put a stroke on this.
Yeah.
Just put a stroke on it.
Yeah. You want the cue
High
ball.
ball. Just put some high ball on it.
Give your boy a shot.
They're not hooked, are they? I mean, I'm looking.
Oh, is that the problem? Are they?
Oh, she can see it. No,
Yeah.
No. She,
Oh, maybe there's enough of the one in the way.
so it's right on my sight line when I looked at the live.
Oh, she's tracking.
No,
up.
you don't have to jump. You can shoot this straight in. I just looked. You can shoot it straight in the hole, cut the 15. You do not have to jump this.
Wow.
Did you look?
Yeah, actually, we've got a really good view on the shot from the booth, and that is, there must be just a lot of concern on the leave,
Like
I guess.
maybe following it or something? Dude, she can shoot this straight in. I mean, yeah, there she. Okay, she
it
leveled
is.
out. She leveled out.
Yeah. There it
You don't need to hit this hard either. Just a nice little stroke.
Boom. Oh,
I
there's
mean-
just about as perfect as geez Louise.
A little bit of a slow roll there.
Nothing wrong about talking about it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shot, though. Beautiful.
Great
Beautiful
shot.
leave.
Perfect speed.
She picked Aaron up there.
Yeah, two rack
Yeah,
lead.
he had. What's up, Yogi?
What's up, Yogi? So Keith, bonus on that safe. If you keep watching, you can see a dance that George does. I think that's what Tony was referring to when something about jumping 4 feet high. George does not have a 48-inch vertical, but it's a pretty fun dance to watch.
George's safety dance.
George's safety dance.
Oh, my God. Some big smiles that night.
Yeah. So much fun.
The fun meter was maxed out.
Off the charts.
Yeah. All right, 6-4. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Aaron and April breaking. I think I would have gone down shooting there.
With the 1-7.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, I mean, obviously you're playing the percentages, but April is shooting next, and sometimes I think she prefers to jump.
Right?
I swear,
No.
give me a jump. Like, that's what she's thinking. Give me a
She's so
jump.
consistent.
I mean, she's deadly with the jumper. She really is. I mean, I don't.
It's when
I
boggles
first
my
saw
mind.
it, I'm not going to lie. This is, I don't know, a couple years ago. I don't know what it is, but I saw April jumping, and I'm like, man, that was lucky.
Yeah.
What is that air bridge? What is all that about? And then I saw it again and again and again, and I finally, I took my medicine, and I said, well, she's the best jumper there is.
Yeah.
This is not, this is very controlled.
Yeah, it is impressive. Doesn't touch the felt. What's up, Manny?
Manny Burrows. Ooh, if she can get this 5, she can go into the 6-3 with some inside English.
Just like that. That works.
Look at this shot.
That 2 go?
I don't think so. The 6 goes, though.
7 goes.
6 goes top right. I don't know about the 7. Might be hooked a little on the 15. The only shot here might, the back cut on the 3. I'm never shooting that. And he's straight in on the 2. If he is.
Oh, I think it's the 4.
Is it the 4?
I think so.
It is the 4. Okay, Gino, all day long. 6, 3, 2, 7, 8, 6, 3. Get on the 3. Stop shot on the 3, or just a real good shot on the 3 here. That's okay. No, it isn't. She's gonna have to shoot this. Now you got to change the route. GPS. If you can see the 3 right here clean, you got to shoot it.
All right. Looks like they can.
Yep. Stun shot, like a stop shot. Don't back it up a little bit
Yeah.
here.
It'll scoot a little bit, but that's fine.
Perfect.
Nicely done.
Perfect shot. Little break and run here. Little break and run here to get on the hill.
On the hill. Wow.
You know, I mean, you can't tell me that experience isn't playing out here.
100%. They have been there, done that in Friday fight nights, deep into tournaments, into this tournament. They may have the record of maybe the most
Cashes.
Yeah.
They already did. This is their. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
Okay,
No, he's
they're good.
okay.
All right, to get
Dude,
on
he
the
just
hill.
had a slight heart attack.
Yeah. That was me for the first 2 hours of Wednesday's match. Just constant cardiac arrest.
Break and run.
On the hill with a break and run.
Break and run on the hill. April and Aaron doing their thing.
And now they get
Tell
a
you
chance
what.
to close this thing out.
That's why you play the games, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you, I already, like, if you do the paperwork here, but paperwork's paperwork. I always say, who gives a F about the paperwork? But paperwork had Justin and Troy a slight favorite in this match. I don't. You can talk to whoever you want. It's the majority probably, but this is why you play the game. F the paperwork.
Yeah.
You get out there and do it. 7-4, break and run here gets him to the championship match.
Ball down.
Oh, and the 4 hangs.
Hang in pocket.
And the 5 stayed where it goes. 7 ball.
Aaron used the force to keep the 4 right there.
Well, you got to do something with the 7 and everything else goes. There's no way they're shooting stripes. They don't even have a shot at stripes, I don't think. You start with the 4 here all day. And do you just, you got to address the 7.
Yeah, are you like PlayStation pool, like I said? Are you trying to like dink the 11, get the 7 out the way while still having shape
it's
the
so
5?
you got to remember these balls that are deep. You cannot use that point and have
That's
control
true.
like
That
with
is
where it's
deep.
coming. If it hits the point, it could go straight back.
100%.
So
yeah.
I'm drawing this with a full. I'm trying to catch this ball full.
Oh. Okay.
Not too bad.
No.
It still kept the 7 in a pinch spot though.
Yeah, and actually, she cannot be going for this 5 right now. I mean, that's...
I would have used more ball there. I think I would have used. I think I would have used a draw stroke to get there on that one, just because the 4 was so deep, and I didn't know. I didn't have quite the amount of control I wanted to know where it was going, so I would have hit a full ball 4 there with a power draw, and gone into that 11 with a full, just rearrange furniture a little bit.
Mandy, was that their first break and run tonight? No, because there was a dog 8 that they broke and ran with.
Second.
So second break
Second
and run,
break
Mandy.
and run.
Yeah.
Yep. Jeff Chichester. What up? He said, nice run.
That was a nice run.
Our sponsor of the budgetroof.com instant replay, which we've shown you 37 times tonight. Just kidding, Jeff. We will get educated on that, though.
My goodness. Overcuts the 3, or I don't know if he hit it fat or thin, but the other terrible thing that happened was...
Something. What did happen? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, they're talking about something here.
The cue ball definitely scratched, so it's ball in hand, 100%. But I think they're talking about maybe he hit the 3 ball with his hand or stick instead of the cue. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Yeah, I don't think it's a point of contention. I think they're just talking something out, but something did definitely happen. And Justin seemed pretty lax about it as they were talking things through. All right, so that 14 ball, I think, still goes in the side pocket. But is that enough to kick a pattern off with? Considering that 11 ball scenario there. Oh, 3 hit the cue. Got it. Khalees, thanks for the eyeballs on that. 3 hit the cue. Oh, on the return trip. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you for that. So Khalees and Keith called out. So when the 3 was coming back up, it hit his cue.
Tyson Brown, there is, it's not really a rule, but we will investigate to try to find out. Find out who he plays like, who he plays, similar to. We'll figure it out. There's some charts we can use too. But players' known ability is what I like to go off of pretty much the most. When there's an unknown thing, I make some calls and we try to figure out. We investigate, get your fingerprints, how you play, all that, social security number. We do all that, dude. Put you through the database.
Good shot by Justin, as straightforward as that seemed, for the right angle to address the 11 here, it looks like. But then it's it might be a now what situation.
The 14 goes in the side, along with the 15.
Sure.
So if they can 12 ball, bump to 7, get on the 11, and then kind of get this cue ball swinging down table there, with either shape on the 9 or below the 9, they will have a shot on the 14 or the 15 in the side.
Yeah. And I think Troy is just rightfully thinking about it because something goes off with this. There's not like an insurance ball that's just glaring at you. If you go for when you go for the breakout here.
Yeah, this is just gentle though. This is just like a gentle bump.
And you're going full into the 7.
Yeah, but just
maybe the top of
very gentle speed. Just bump to 7. The cue ball should come up middle between the 1 and the 2. That kind of at that angle, and you should have a shot on the 11, maybe even the 9. I mean, that's not a bad time to take the 9 either, because you're going to cut the 9 top right. Cue ball comes over. You got pretty good ball in hand shape on the 14 or the 15. You're probably going to have to shoot the 15 first if you're below the balls. You can't really shoot the 15 and then try to swing all the way back down table for the 14. So you're probably going to have to shoot the 14 before the 15 ball. Police. Yeah. The pool police. Come on. We all know they exist. There used to be a lot more of them. Now it's the internet. Oh, and he hit it too thin. You got to go full into that ball. They're in trouble now. And they moved the 2 in front of the pocket. So he, instead of stun, he drew, and he clipped the thin on the 7. That was just kind of almost a just forward high ball. Cut the ball, go into the 7, nice. And you know who the best in the world is at going to the balls. We all know.
Who's that?
We all know who the best. It's the magician.
Oh yeah,
Dude, he is a
for
technician around clusters.
He
Opens them up with finesse and control and position. It's so awesome to watch.
He could be the answer to that question on so many scenarios. Who's the best at kicking? Z-shotting, you name it, right?
Yep.
For railing to get the crowd pumped up on. Like if this was his last 9 ball, he's calling top right, but he's going 4 rails or something like that. Like every time.
Does the 14 squeeze in there? If it does, that's the plan here. If the 14, it's tight.
Would you ever try to go like real tough into the 2 and then drip the 14 in to get the thing out the way?
That might go. We'll leave it on this view.
Yeah.
You could go power forward here and come back into the cluster. You're rolling the dice on how they're going to end up, though. You got 2 solids there, 2 stripes. Real tough to control what's going to happen. So I like to add speed when I don't know what's going to happen. Just rearrange, give it more of a shot. When I know what's going to happen, I like control and speed. Like that last shot on the 7.
Right. Erfman would have put that.
He would have bumped up, played ball in hand position.
Right.
All right, let's go back. I thought he was going to shoot. So, looks like a power stun.
Oh, my draw.
Did you see this? He bent it around. What a shot right there. He bent the draw bent around the 8 for the breakout. Great shot right there.
Oof.
That reminded me of a shot in our match. Jeremiah Gage shot a ball that it was blocked. The path was blocked straight down, all the way down. He had to come off the end rail, go straight down.
I do.
And he hit it with a stroke that played the bend.
And it curved.
Curved around for the breakout. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah shots. I mean, it was perfection.
Love Jeremiah shots.
It was great. But that right there, it dragged, and then the draw took, and it literally bent around the 8 into the cluster. It was sick.
Jeremiah, beast. Check out his new podcast. He's starting to publish those. Really awesome guests on his podcast as he publishes them.
What?
First one came out today.
It did?
Yeah, I believe so.
Where do you find that?
On my feed. It was on my feed.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well,
I listened to where?
But and I know that.
Have you listened to it?
No, not yet. I did
Who
share
is it?
I did share it. It was, let me pull it up.
Look at this shot.
Ooh,
Look at this shot.
look at that.
Look at this shot. That's a little fire. Nice shot, Troy. Boy, look at this. This is tough as it gets. He's looking at the take the medicine position here and just give him a look at the 14 down the rail. I'll tell you what. I don't know if the 14. That looks like Dave Shelton.
Dave Shelton. That's right. Dave Shelton on the Bullseye Billiards podcast. Jeremiah Gage. All right.
He was looking maybe to take his medicine and just take the yep, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's just relying on his partner. Dude, I don't want to. He could have
Sure.
powered some shape, but he's guaranteed shape right there.
Yep.
And you just have your guy. You got to come with it, kid.
Yep.
They're on the hill. I'm trusting in you. You got to come with it right here.
Yeah.
Marlino in the booth. Marlin.
What's up, Marlon?
All right. Shot of the match
Shot of the match.
for Troy and Justin. Must make. Must make here. Obviously. The old Brent Musburger. I do him a lot, dude.
I love the old.
This is the shot of the match.
I love it.
No sheet. All right, Troy, stay down. Stay down. Stay smooth. He slow rolled it,
Doesn't work. Oh,
and he just hangs it.
just hangs it.
I
That
don't
shape on the
think.
eight.
I don't think the 8 went there. He would probably Justin would have back cut it from there. Did
Oh,
it go-
the 8 doesn't go in the top right?
I don't think so.
Man.
But he could have back cut it. Here it is. This is what you this is why we play the game right here. Hill. I mean, not hill. They're on the hill, but the closing out. Get out of here. You got to get out here.
It's there.
I'm going to definitely use this 2-ball on a different angle to get to the. I think you might be able to shoot a stop shot or follow it down, but I'm opening with the 3 here, Gino. I'm opening with the 3 or the 2. I'm shooting something that I'm automatically going to make.
Yeah.
They're going to talk it over. I don't blame them. So I'm either shooting the 2. I'm okay with it. I'm not leaving that there for anything specifically. I'm starting with the ball that 100 out of 100 I'm going to, I'm going to make, and I'm going to use that to play some position. Because you can cheat this 2.
Sure.
You can cheat the 2 and stun it down for the 5.
You can go left, right, top or bottom of that 2 ball. Sure.
So if they're looking at like that closely, then I'm probably going to get a different angle on it. So they're trying to put the cue ball there for the 5 when they can shoot the 3, play position on the 7, then come back to the 2, where they can roll the 2 in and the cue ball goes forward just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think you can.
Like if you shoot the 3, you can come down and shoot the 2 and stun it to right here.
Sure.
They're talking. I don't know what maybe they were talking about. Can I put it right there? I don't want it right there.
I think you could sneeze on that too. It goes in any part of that too,
Yeah.
and get good on the 5. Yeah. Okay. So they're going down this path that you were just calling out, Tony.
All right. Well, he has to shoot the 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
This is tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going forward? Are you stunning? Are you? You do have the 1 and the 7.
Yeah. And,
And the 5 does
in the
have
side.
pockets. It's
Yeah.
not that you have to address that right now,
right.
but
And you can go ahead and roll forward and go 5 in the side, the right side. He's looking at some more cue ball travel potential there.
they're pretty hyper focused on the 5 ball right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can, if you don't like it right now, shoot this with a little freedom. Get to like a spot, maybe middle table, and you got the 1 and the 7 too.
Oh, is he stunning for the 5? 5 in the side. Oh, okay.
1 ball.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what he was looking at is 5 on the left side.
I think he lost a little bit of cue ball control there. I'm not sure. But if April has an angle here to go forward on the 1, I'm going all the way down the table. You can get You can go long on this. You can end up down where she's standing. You can end up down on the end rail. You got a nice shot on the 5. You can cut the 5 on the side, come all the way down straight up.
Yeah, you almost want to be more towards that top right.
Absolutely. Yeah? I want to be down straight in or below the 5.
Mm-hmm. It's got to go.
She hit it pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the way she hit it because the cue ball is off the rail. It's not near close to the rail. He can control. He can control the cue ball. He's got a perfect bridge.
So what do you do when you go on
3 rails
short side?
Yep, 3 rails.
I like it.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Short side 7.
Right
oh, right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I just want to get to the
right.
I just want to get to the side rail over here.
100%. Yeah.
Should be
totally.
Should be. This is very natural. Very very natural. Just make the 5. Put some running English, some right hand English on it, and just put a nice stroke on it. You don't have to hit this hard at all. Can be very accurate. Just spin it around. There it is. This is going to be perfect.
Look at this shot by Aaron. Okay.
All right, now I want to get the cue ball almost where it is, but just a little farther down and play this 8 in the side.
Yeah.
And that's a total natural, right? Just a little high left.
Yeah.
There it is.
Look at this. To close out the match.
To get to the championship.
Aaron on the 8.
They've been there one time before. They're going back again.
Let's go.
Aaron for the win. There it is.
Handshakes.
And they're going to the finals. Congratulations, Aaron and April are going back to the finals.
Back again.
Justin Troy. I want to go back in that one spot in the match, the 8. I think that's where it changed.
The momentum changed. Obviously, the score changed.
The 8. So they missed that game, and then the Aaron and April break and run out on top of that, and then it put them in the lead, and kind of they didn't lose the lead from there. Tough one.
Great call.
Tough action there. Great shooting, Aaron and April. It started off, didn't know who was going to pull away, but it ended up being Aaron and April, and that match was way closer than the score.
Totally agree.
Way closer. Agree. I mean, this you could flip the score. Not near the end, but in the middle, it could have been a runaway. It looked like for Justin and Troy. Way to hang in there, Aaron and April, and they went and got it.
And now Justin and Troy are going to be in a match to determine 3rd and 4th place. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they still have a money match. It's going to be worth. I think the 3rd and 4th place match is worth roughly right around $4,000. So we're going to try to run both the matches on the same night for all the trophy ceremony, the win and the money and all that. So next week is the other semifinal match. Johnny Amo, Ed Powers, a.k.a. Peaches, versus Martine and Greg.
Yep.
G-Town will be down here representing, I guarantee it. They'll be here. They'll be loud. And Martin's geared up for it.
Count on it.
That's going to be a hell of a match. Peaches, once again, Peaches and Amo have been here before too. We'll see if experience prevails. It did here. It just, to me, they buckled down at the end. They've been there before. They got comfortable at the end. I thought they were a little more clutch down on the closing stretch.
Yep, and we're in the semifinals. So more to come with Justin and Troy. But congratulations, Aaron and April. Great win. Guaranteed at least 1st or 2nd.
Yep, that's a big win. That's the biggest money jump. Congrats to them. Huge. They're guaranteed just around 10K. They're guaranteed. That's got to be feeling pretty good. I might be going to the bar tonight at PIAZZAS and buying some drinks.
I think so.
Might be buying a round or two if I just won that match.
Getting the Piazza's advance.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
all for tuning in. Tony,
Tuesday night, I think, check us out. There's similar to a Wednesday, or actually pretty much the same. 5-man team out of here, 5-man team out over there. And they're going to get it on Tuesday night. Captains, Jonesy, David Jones, and Kenneth Juarez from here, David Jones from over there. and it should be fun.
Yeah, keep an eye on Piazza's Live. We'll put up the posters and all those things.
And then Sunday night is our match to get to.
That's right.
To get into the Final Four. I believe it's Stephanie Ford and Tens versus Kayla and Jerry.
Oof.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
Man.
That's Sunday. Winner of that gets to the Final Four.
In the money.
That's been staggering a little bit. We already have a team waiting in the finals there. Palm, I believe Palm and Rebecca are waiting for a couple matches to end, and then they're in the championship already. But yeah, Sunday night, tune us in. Kayla and Jerry versus Tens and Stephanie Ford. That's going to be a hell of a match,
Heck yeah.
and that's worth. That's a big money match. Loser goes home. Winner
Same
gets
thing.
loser goes home. Winner gets a pile of cash.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, and then next Friday, like we said, join us. We always appreciate the commentary. I mean the chat, and we appreciate all the viewers.